everybody. Welcome to the show. We get to do the second part of Fort Dyer. This one is titled Spirit of the Night. If you think of Whitesnake's lovely song in the Still of the Night and just replace it, that's the song that would be playing in the background right now if I didn't care about DMCAs. So everyone, remember last episode, Diana's character, she gained 20 years, while the governor lost 40 years, and if they were to meet in the middle, they would be average aged. But that didn't happen. Instead, she is in the middle of the thick of it, and it's about to get real ugly as they are trying to take Fort Dyer back for Capwn. Boy, everybody, we have a ton of StreamLoot cards. We have something fun that is getting added to StreamLoot cards here, hopefully at the end of the episode if they survive. If they don't, I guess Tuesday can use them all. We'll be live in about 3 minutes and 50 seconds. We're going to switch over to our intro just so I can give you a little bit of information. So if you are new to the show and you have not been here for a live streaming of Dragonlance, A Song of Lance and Fire, on the screen you're going to see numbers. With those numbers in our Discord, you can make a retainer and they get added to the show. We're nearing the beginning of the war, like the big fat war. Chapter 4 is where the Game of Thrones and heavy metal comes out in full force. So if you're interested in getting a retainer on the show, or if one of these sorry SAP PCs died to overaging, maybe they'll play your retainer. We'll be live here in about 2 minutes, 58 seconds. Get your StreamLoot cards ready. And if you haven't subbed to StreamLoots yet, feel free to sub. I just handed out the free packs today for March and April. We'll hand out a new pack here in May. What is up, everybody? You can't hear the two talking back. about someone being a silver fox. I don't know. Something's going on. I don't know what happened. So silver dragon. Yes, they're a silver dragon. Holy shit. So welcome to the show, everybody. As the cast is laughing their ass off in the background, I want to talk about some things we have going on this week that are pretty important. So first off, tonight is the second part of us playing Fort Dire, which is the Tales from the Warehouse. This is the piece that is added into the collector's edition, or not collector's edition, what the fuck am I saying? The Beetle and Grimm box set. If you're looking to run Dragonlance, this has like all the props and everything you can need. There's so much stuff in this that I don't even know how I'm going to use it all. Like, these are just for tonight's show. This is just tonight's show. So there's so many pieces in here. If you're looking to run this at home, I gotta say, like, it's worth the price of admission, more than I expected it to be. With that, we left our secret council in bad situation. They had traveled for 14 days after going and looking into things going on in the East Wild, making sure that the people who were being held up were not really Capwn soldiers, which they found out they weren't. And before that, they went to a farmstead, and we met Adam's character's sister, who has 2 goats that she brought back, pulling a wagon full of Dragonelle barding. Why, you ask? Well, because they intend to throw a wedding for the people who didn't get to have one because their farmstead burned. Look, if anyone thought the Secret Council was bad guys, I would like to say this is a government ploy. That's what I'm saying. Like Wizards of the Coast. Oh, wait, no. Wizards of the Coast doesn't do that. It is a Beetle and Grimm hat, AW. A Beetle and Grimm hat with, whoops, he's upside down, with Goliath on it from Gargoyles, in honor of Adam's retainer. So, we're going to pick up where we left off, Fort Dire, and if you remember, inside of the horrible, bad, I don't even know what to say, the horrific scene. I feel like I'm running not Pathfinder, but Athantia right now. They are in the middle of what's going to be the hellscape, where there's a stampede of horses and ghosts flying around. And I am super worried, as I started off by telling Valina and Adriel to run dexterity saving throws or take 4d12 damage.
4d12? Where's my character sheet? Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Hi, everybody. Here's our other lovely people. Don't worry, Adam's in the background. He's armoring up right now. It's going to be savage. I don't apologize, but it is going to happen.
I need cards.
Yeah, there's tons of cards. What would you like? Our audience has been crushing us with cards. We'll go all the way to the beginning. What are you looking for? +2 to a roll?
More than that.
Yeah, well, there's only a +2 to a roll. That's the option. You can put. You mean you have your armor up? That's not going to do anything for you. Oh, I'm sorry. You could see if you have a Bond's ideal or flaw, because this is technically a new one.
Well, I got a 13.
Okay.
Or not a 13. I'm sorry. I got a 19. I can do math.
Okay. I was like, a 13? You're screwed.
No. I got a 16. 16 on the die plus 3.
All right. Diana, you could do an inspiration roll if you can't find a Bond, ideal, or flaw, as you are spooked, and when the spirit thing shows up, the horses get scared because I failed their roll, and they are going to stampede the ones that are not free. Each of the other ones are going to roll to break free.
Can I use either my mobile or my uncanny dodge on this?
Uncanny dodge is only going to work if you make the save, you take no damage. If you fail the save, I think you take half damage, correct?
If you... No, uncanny. I think uncanny dodge gives you resistance.
Oh, that's right.
It allows you to use your reaction to half the attack.
Yeah,
damage.
but that's not going to happen if you don't make it, and you didn't.
I mean, my total's a 16. I mean,
Are you happy with that?
I'm not really happy. So maybe let me take the +2.
So 16's not bad in this game. I always have to tell everybody it's not as bad as you think. I'm going to use a +2 from KJ to your dexterity score. So your dexterity. So that'll give you +2 to the dex skills. So that's 16, 17, 18. 18 is much better. I didn't hit you with an attack yet. This is a save.
Trample.
It's evasion is what you're using right now, not uncanny dodge. So that is enough to take half damage.
Okay, that's fine.
I'm going to have the audience roll me. I need 5d20 individually to see if the other horses can break out of their stalls. And if you remember, in here, these are all horsies. All of these lovely, beautiful, thoroughbred, scared to death horsies.
Well, if I'm at the back, that means I would get trampled by 3.
Yeah. If you get trampled by 5, it's 5d4. 6d12, 7d12, 8d12, 9d12, 10d12.
Okay, let's see.
So you're going to take half. No, individually, one at a time. Exclamation point. 1d20, one at a time. Yeah, that's what we're looking for.
So we save and we take half?
Save is half for her. Save for you is none.
Oh,
because you're outside of it.
Okay.
She has nowhere to go.
Right.
So.
Oh, one of those horses is busting out.
2 of them got out. 2 of them got
3.
out. All right. So
3 got
let's
out.
go.
One of them rolled a nat 20.
I know. 1, 2. Okay, so 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. This could be way worse.
Someone's been feeding them ketamine.
Diana, it is only 28 points and you take half.
Okay, so math.
14 points.
Thank you.
This could have been way worse, and it wasn't, and I'm a little disappointed. I'm not going to lie. As you dive into the same area that the one is coming out of, taking the little amount of damage as possible, kind of over top of the body, outside you see all the horses run out, and they are physical, they are real, and they run towards the gate. As they go to the gate slams shut.
So the gate, like this gate right here, locked them in?
No, this gate to exit the place.
Oh,
shuts.
okay.
So now they are milling about inside of the fort. What I will tell you is if they are ever spooked, there is a chance that they run in your direction while you are inside the confines of Fort Dyer.
Okay. I'm just going to give you, because I haven't healed
You
since
sure
last.
have it, and you can't because we haven't had rest yet.
Right, so I'm going to explain to you that I look older.
Yep.
And
it's funny. Hold on, though. No one can see you. You're invisible.
Yeah, I was going to say, I can't see you.
Well, then I'll just, you can't see me, so you have no idea what my hit points are.
Yep, there's just blood all over inside of that place.
How many horses got out?
Just attack something, or you can ask me to drop concentration.
7
if you're
got
awake.
out in total.
7 got out.
Yep. Here, I'll do this for you. Boop. 7. With that said, Adriel, you jumped out of the way. What would you like to do before we go over to...
You put blood there?
Yep. Oh, no, you bleed from damage. That's just built into the API on this I have.
That's funny.
Yep. Every time you move, you're going to leave a blood trail.
Okay. Great.
What would you like to do outside? You dodge out of the way. Horses go out. You don't see her. So...
Do I see the thing? So are all the horses out except for the 2?
There is 7 of the 10 out. You see the body that's been pulled out in the middle at the back now.
Okay, so
you hear horses stomping on and ramming into their gated-in stuff on the left-hand side. They're not out yet. Yeah, that noise. They're not out yet, but you don't see Valina anywhere.
But I see a big old pool of blood.
Yeah, not from there. You probably don't. No, in the dark.
With my dark vision.
That's grayscale, and there's hay and shit all over the place. No.
All right. Well, this guy's out, so I'm gonna see if there's any clues on him.
Yeah, you can't see that. So you move into the area. Once you get about 15 foot from the blood, you can see blood everywhere.
Okay. I guess I'm gonna because I don't know, right? So I'm gonna keep my invisibility up. I'm gonna move up a little closer to see if like maybe like Velina like got someone and that's why there's this body on the ground.
Velina, you do see her walk around the corner. Are you gonna break stealth and talk, or are you gonna stay stealth in case anything happens?
Wait, I see her walk around the corner.
Yeah, she walks
I'm coming in.
She comes in, careful, but you don't.
Oh, actually, she can't see me because I'm invisible too.
Oh fuck! I forgot you're.
I forgot about that too. That's funny.
That's what I just said. Like,
So
I've got my
when you
eyeballs
have
closed.
a mage that casts invisibility on everyone, shit goes south really quick. It really goes south quick. It's not my fault. I didn't plan this. It just happened.
Okay, well, I'm concentrating on her, so if I have to, I can drop it. But what do I see? So I'm gonna say I see a lot of blood.
Yep.
I don't see her.
Nope.
What's this body right here? Is it gonna get up and scream at me too?
No, it does not. It's just laying there. It looks withered. Like I described to Velina when she saw it, there's no wounds, there's no marks on them. You don't see any stab wounds unless you like really investigate. Maybe there's something, but on first glance, there is nothing. The clothes are dirty, and they look old and withered.
Okay.
Like think of it like an aged corpse.
Right. I guess I'm gonna look around and then I'm gonna whisper, Velina?
Yes.
You don't sound good. Is all this blood yours?
Yes. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay, I can't do anything if I can't see you. Are you okay with me dropping the invisibility?
I don't know, but there's a ghost in here.
I'm not seeing anything. Can I roll like a perception or something to see if I can notice any ghosties in the area?
Sure, it'd be disadvantage.
That's fine. I mean, not fine, but at least I can try. Is more what I meant to say.
Hey man, shit happens.
At least I can try. I got a 14.
Don't see anything in the area. Though I will say, on looking around, just like within the kind of the 5 feet that are around you, so the 10 foot around,
Right.
The person on the ground has a longsword. They are wearing black scale mail. When you roll the body, like kind of searching the area, they do have the symbol of Ttrpgfamily on them.
Okay.
They have a hip satchel and a backpack as well. But other than that, there's nothing in here. There was a lot of food left in here to keep the horses fed. Probably like if you left the fort and you weren't going to be here to take care of them, just like if you left a cat at home for 3 days, you'd put extra food there for them.
Right.
Similar concept of what happened here. At least that's what it looks like. Without survival or investigation, you're not going to know much more.
Okay, so I don't want to take up too much time. I know we want to get back to
I'm going to switch to him in a minute.
Adam, but
Sorry, Adam.
because because Velina's injured, but we're still both technically invisible, I'm gonna try and grab either the satchel or the backpack from the body and see if there's any like notes on him or anything, or if anything triggers like someone gets mad that I'm taking.
Okay,
their stuff.
so when you grab and pull the backpack towards you, you can see there's rolled up messages stuffed in a broken scroll case. As you open it, the camera transitions to Easttide. Oh, buddy, I'm so sorry.
Stealth!
Oh, wait, how come you have no audio, sir? Hold on, let me fix you. There you go. How you doing, buddy?
Oh, hello.
Hello, you're all armored up. You know what armor doesn't protect you from?
Oh, ghosts.
You got it, buddy. You got it. So you heard the whispers from one of the ghosts, the cries of this ghost. As it is speaking to you, you heard it mention, a very sorrowful and weeping voice, whatever you do, don't let the fires go out. The fires are our friend. Without the fires, it will show.
Fire's good.
What would you like to do?
So I hear that and I'm just like, so...
And it's like
What-
over your shoulder here. When you turn, there's a glimpse of like this blue image that fades quickly. Humanoid, but hard to tell. The red eye is the last things that you see.
Good. Things poking up in my ear now. Fires. So, all right, okay. Fire's good. And then is it at that time when I hear the shriek and the horses like come running?
Yeah,
by?
oh yeah, the horses go running by, yeah. And they're like making laps around the fort, and they go around the back, and they don't seem to make it all the way around. They stop at the back of Fort Dyer.
Oh, all right. Well, there's nobody technically inside the house. Somebody's whispering behind my ear, and the two of them are invisible, and somebody screamed.
Are you talking out loud to yourself?
Yeah,
Yeah, absolutely.
A little bit. Yeah, of course, of course.
What would you like to
And
do?
he kind of keeps his hand like on the wall and leans kind of towards the stable or it's Angel.
No. You're whispering, there's no way they hear it in there with the hoofs getting hit on the stable doors and shit.
Yeah.
Still, there's really no chance of the passive that they're hearing that. Now with a -5 for disadvantage. It's just too far.
I'll make my way over to the barn because I heard the scream. I'll make
Okay.
my way to the door and I want to peek in.
You see nothing. You see a floating bag. You see a floating bag at the back.
That's
And
the two
hooves.
of you. That's the two of you, isn't it?
Are you speaking loud enough for like a general person to hear you from
Yeah.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35 foot away? Are you speaking like a normal voice over top
Fair.
of the horses?
Very loud stage whisper.
Get the fuck out of here. All right. Oops, wrong one. I brought you to... Hi, you two. I want everybody, though. All right. So with that, you can hear him now. You can see him. He cannot see you two. You pull the bag. You see the rolled up stuff in it. There's the long sword on him, the armor. Inside the bag, there is rations and a torch as well. What do the three of you want to do now that you're at least able to speak to each other in the area?
I whisper, Velina, head out for now. I'm gonna grab the bag and the broken scroll case.
Are you
I can-
two
I can drop
okay?
I'll drop the invisibility when we head out.
And you do see also, Aldrin, that the gates to exit have been slammed shut.
Oh. Do I see the ghost still?
Gone. As soon as it did that to you, made contact, did the necrotic damage, and aged you, disappeared.
I have no idea it aged me. Because I'm wearing gloves, or do I feel it?
Oh, you
Would I
feel
it?
There's joints creaking and shit like that. Like, you
Oh.
feel it.
Are you two okay?
I don't know.
You sound terrible.
Okay, let's get out of the stable.
Velina, head to the front. I'll grab this stuff and I'll meet you guys.
Okay.
I'll drop it as soon as I get out. I'll drop my invisibility.
All right, so where are you
Okay.
going? To the front gate? To get out? Like, do you mean get out of the stable or get out of Fort Dyer?
I'm telling them to get out of the stable at least
Gotcha.
for now.
Okay.
Well, head over. I'll lead you over to where I was at the house. So I'll lead her over to that corner that I was at.
Okay.
So we kind of have like a little bit of cover because I know you said like there was really no windows like right around here.
No, there's no windows into the fort that are open. Everything's been shuttered and nailed.
Okay.
Like, you could destroy stuff to get in, but there's really no easy way in.
Yeah.
There's just the front door, and Velina had told you there's a door in the back as well. All right. So is everybody exiting out? Besides Adriel?
Yeah, I would get out.
All right. Are you going over to him as well?
Yeah, I'll go over to
Okay.
him.
All right, then. Adriel, are you grabbing the bag, everything in it, and leaving? Are you taking the sword as well, or leaving that here?
I think I'm gonna leave the sword just
Okay.
because I don't know what triggered whatever attack happened.
Sure.
And I'm more concerned, like, I'm hoping that the messages in the bag will help give us an idea as to what happened. I don't really care about the sword right now. We can worry about that later.
So I will tell you this. When you get everything off him, his face is frozen. Like when you kind of move the helm and look into this a little more before you leave, he has a horrifying visage just stuck to his face. Like he is a distended mouth. His cheeks are sunken in past his teeth, almost mummified without the wrapping.
Okay.
Grab the stuff. Are you going to read them in here, or are you going to exit with them and read them with the group?
I'm gonna exit and read them with the group.
Okay.
Because I'm invisible. Velina's invisible. She is invisible. She got her shit rocked. Like, I'm not gonna risk it.
I don't blame you in the slightest.
So I'll head out. If anything stops me, let me know. But otherwise, I'm gonna head out to them.
Nope, totally fine. Are you
As-
dropping it when you get there?
As I do, like, I just let it drop, and however I appear from invisibility, I guess the cloak spits me out or something.
Sure, right, yeah. Yeah, I mean, however you... Oh, yeah, so the threads would unwind from her. Or no, you cast invisibility on her, and you use the cloak on yourself, correct?
I use the cloak on myself.
So hers would vanish, and yours, they would unravel around you from head to toe, and they slowly can see you reappear.
Okay, I'm keeping the invisibility on Velina for now, because it sounds like she was injured. I asked her if she wanted me to drop it, and she said I'm not sure.
All right, then hers stays. She is bleeding and leaving blood marks all over the place.
Yeah.
I was able to find out where she is by the blood on the ground.
Okay,
True.
just make me visible. Just make sure that we're not in the area of windows that people could see
No. We should be alright right here. We're on to that front door. I guess we'll try that, and then we can go around the back door. But this was close enough.
We may have a deific heel sitting in here somewhere.
I will
I'm
drop
looking.
the...
We have a
I will
deific heal. Yeah, if you would like to use that instead of magic, you could use a card and deific healer.
What does that mean?
100 hit points. The card does 100 hit points of healing.
Here, let me beat you a little bit so you lose more hit points, and then it's really worth it.
Wow.
She's like, and visible. Thunk, 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 thunk. You have one?
Oh, she's almost died. Now cast the card.
Well, if it's like the spell also ends blindness, deafness, and any diseases affecting the creature, but I don't think what affected
Diseases.
Diana is a disease.
Correct.
No. Mm-mm.
Curse. She is
Correct.
cursed. That is cursed.
Do we want to use it, or do you want to use some more other form of magic or potions? As you drop invisibility, because she said to drop it.
Let me see if I poached. I ate the squid. Plus, it was only good for a few days.
I'm fine with whatever you want to do.
Um,
Or you can save it for now.
I don't know if you want to save it. I don't think I can pull another hat trick like I did last episode. So
Let's use it then. So, who's using the card? Is Velina using it on herself, or one of you using it on her?
Well, she's still invisible. Yeah.
No, I dropped
No,
it. She
he
told me
dropped
just
it.
dropped
So
it.
drop it. Yep.
Just dropped it.
Everybody is now visible.
Okay. Oh yeah, she just comes out of it. It's like, oh.
I can use it on myself.
Sure.
Well,
Okay.
it's,
Well, I was gonna say otherwise I would offer to pull a scroll out or something.
She's
and try
beaten, wounded, trampled, bleeding. She's got crow's feet around her eyes that go back way further than normal. Her mouth has got them as well. Like it's an unnatural age.
yeah.
Oh,
Like it's
Gross.
pushed beyond what it would normally look like with somebody who's
should have done makeup.
only aged 20 years. Diana's like, hold on, I'll be right back.
Ooh. What happened? You look.
Reach up and like grab her chin. Just be like,
Well, I hurt. Don't do that.
You've aged quite a bit.
It was the ghost.
So there was a ghost in there.
Yes, I think it belonged to that body on the floor.
oh, well, could it have been the same possible ghost that I was talking to as well?
When did you talk to a ghost?
Well, I came over here when I was hiding next to the house. I was trying to see if anyone was inside. Somebody started whispering, and all I got was "Fire is good. Fire is good. Fire is our friend." To keep them away. I don't know what that meant.
I don't
But
know.
hopefully, them isn't what ages everything. I don't want to get old. Not like that.
I'm sorry. I got old for
I'm
you.
totally,
Okay.
I'm messing with you. It's all right. Goodness.
I'm gonna use the heal. I'm gonna use the deific
So,
healing card.
As you do, the wounds from her go away. You can replenish yourself up to your full hit points. But the age that has hit her from the spirit is not going away.
Yeah, I figured.
But she is healed.
I feel it much better. It's just
Yeah, still a little creaky, a little achy. Your armor doesn't fit as well anymore.
yeah. It's
Like you need
It's
to
okay.
tighten the straps back down, like that kind of feel. You ever put on? You ever watch someone put on clothes when they hit their late 50s and they've like withered out? Shit don't fit like it used to.
Make it. Can you make it tighter, please?
Oh my god, my arthritis! I can't do it myself.
There you go. Other
Yeah.
side. Other side
Okay.
too.
Anyway, sorry.
The corpse in the stables looked like he died of fright and a combination of fright and old age.
Correct.
I probably have what he has.
Well, should we keep going then?
Well, I mean, the gate is locked, or it's shut. I don't know if it's locked.
It's shut and the castle is down on this side. Because it would obviously get barred on the inside, not the outside.
Right.
I didn't check, but
We came here for a reason. We should
That's
at least
true.
check the house.
all right. As long as you're good to go.
Well, do we want to read these messages first and see if
Oh, you
this
have-
guy?
Yeah.
I investigated the corpse
Messages,
because I wasn't sure if maybe that was what triggered what happened to you, and nothing
Yeah.
happened. So I wanted to grab him so we could review him, see if we can get some ideas to what was going on here.
Yes, please. Let's see real quick.
Okay. On the note, it says, Commander, although we are not due for a supply run for several weeks, I beseech you to send as many and as much fuel as possible. Torches, you name it. Anything you can spare. It's a matter of life or death. We can't let the fires go out. I repeat, we cannot let the fires go out. And then it's signed Captain Ayr, A-Y-R. I'd like to tell you there is no fire here right now. Anywhere. But you also can't see into the building very well.
That's what I was hearing. I kept hearing like this, like on there, but like someone was actually whispering it
So
to
that
me.
must be his ghost trying to warn us or warn people or stuck in limbo. I don't know. Purgatory. I can't make fire.
What about those? You said there were bodies in the back, right? Did they look like they were dead, like the body inside there?
Yeah, I couldn't hear you.
There were
Oh,
bones in the back.
Bones
Oh, there
in
were
the
bones in the. Oh,
There were
bones.
actual
I
bones.
heard buns.
There's buns,
in
just
the back.
hot buns in the back.
You got hot buns.
Hoppy buns.
And
The
it's still
best of
hot.
honey-
best of
honey
skeletal
buns.
buns.
No, it's just
No.
the bones of the cat.
Right.
No.
Okay. Well, you know all that's back there, and then you said there were the bodies also in the carriage as well.
Yep, and another entrance into the building.
Was there anything else in that satchel?
Torches and torch and rations. That's
We
it.
can light the torch.
Torches, yeah.
At least we have one fire source.
When you light the torch, you all see three spirits around you also reading a letter, one over each of your shoulders. As soon as you light the torch, they go away. Everyone needs to make me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Now, because you have a light, that means that currently you push them away. So you'll have to make this one. If you make it, you should be good for the rest of the day.
All right, let's
Okay,
freaking
okay.
go.
19 for me.
21.
Okay. 21, 19.
I got
Rolled a
17.
17.
Okay. All right. You all happy with your rolls, or do you want to spend a card to? I mean, we got tons. You might as well double down
Plus
on
twos,
safety.
Yeah. Okay.
I will spend one to +2 to a roll.
Okay.
I've
spend
been
one as
clicking
well.
one of mine. You're spending another one? Okay, I'll click mine. So I'm at a 19.
Adam, are you gonna spend one too?
No, I'm good.
All right.
I think I'll be good at a 21.
Okay.
I'll be at a 21 as well.
Okay.
I'm at a 19.
Okay. 19 is what you need.
Nice.
As you look, each has a hand on your shoulder, and they do look at each other past like your backs, and they're whispering. And when they look back and you glimpse, you just see this little bit of red in their eyes. I'm going to show you what they look like. They are. It's pretty dope artwork. I'm not gonna lie. So let me grab him, and I will blow it up on screen, and then I'll also switch this over so that the audience can see it as well. Let me take us over. Oh, wrong one. Damn it, Eric. Why do you always hit the wrong map? It's like I don't know what I'm doing anymore. It's like I haven't done this in a week. All right, you ready? This is what they look like.
Oh.
Ooh,
Okay.
that is pretty.
That's a serious case of heartburn.
Right?
I mean,
Right.
it's cool looking, but
It is very cool looking.
That's cool. He's got a big number
Obviously.
7 next to him too. I wonder what that means.
Oh, God, ass. Just move this out of the way so you shut the fuck up. So you see the glow. You can see they have armor on. All their armor is torn and ripped to shreds in different areas. The inside of them glows red, but when the blue fades away first, and then the red fades away afterwards.
and then they stay as a ghost.
They disappear
They
entirely.
disappear.
disappear.
Disappear entirely. I will leave this here as reference. I'll put it outside just so you know what it looks like. What do you all want to do?
Question: Would
Yeah.
I have known a Captain Ire
Ire?
in my passing with the Marshal?
Since you worked with the Marshal, give me I'd say history, but I'll give you a I almost said boon from Dragonbane. I'll give you an advantage. We played
Okay.
Dragonbane this weekend, everybody.
History 2. Okay.
But you'll get an advantage.
Ooh, awesome. Second one's a 19, 20, 21.
Would you like to spend an intelligence bonus? It's a pretty hard check.
Yes, please. Let's do that.
All right, plus
Plus
2 to
2.
int from Kyler. Thank you, buddy.
Michael Jordan.
Our Lord and Savior.
Can't take him anywhere. Can't take him anywhere. So, yes, you have heard of him. He was the captain of Fort Dyer. The supplies got sent. The people who brought the supplies also never returned. But I will tell you, it was over a decade ago. So she probably wasn't even a marshal yet. And I will remind you of Fort Dyer, just so we know where we are. This sits on top of a hill. A modest stone structure looms over you, surrounded by an 8-foot-tall wooden beset fence clinging with vines. There was no movement when you showed up, at least not visible at the time. But the silence is occasionally broken by the whinny of horses. The fort's wide gates hung open before you. Now that you're here, they are closed. So she did mention that this at one point in time was in kind of like a waypoint to look over the river that runs runs east and west just north of the fort, but it hasn't been used in 10 years. I mean, they haven't been in war. They never sent anyone back out here. But people never returned. They just assumed the people deserted.
Do we want to check the carriage before we go inside the house? Maybe there's more notes or information about what's happened, or
yeah.
what the Red Army ran into.
Yes, we could. So, and I'll relay all this to you guys. It's been 10 years, so these spirits have been trapped here for 10 years.
I mean, you think the ones looking at us?
I think they were part of the army.
Well, I mean, they were looking at each other, reading over our shoulders, which is actually very rude. I don't appreciate that.
Is it rude? I don't think it's rude. I think it is befitting of a spirit to not want to stand inside your body. Yet.
They could have at least asked to see the papers, Eric. They could have just said like, "Hey, sorry, can we take a look at that real quick?"
Can I take a look at your papers, please?
That's Blades in the Dark. Different system, right?
Different system. Different system.
Adriel
system.
thinks it's very rude.
So with
height
it
of
being
insult.
rude, are you all circling around back?
Yeah.
Yeah,
let's
I
go
think
up.
Watch out
we
for
should
the
stick
horses.
together.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
No.
They're definitely
Yes,
definitely
please.
Brian.
North or south? Around the tower, around the keep.
That's a lot of blood.
Yeah. Did you heal
I-
yourself?
I did.
Yeah.
I'm just looking at the. I'm finally looking at the map again.
You didn't
Well,
heal
let's-
yourself. You zeroed it out. How many hit points do you have?
I healed myself completely. So
Oh.
use the card.
No, yeah, you did, but you put no hit points there. There's 0 hit points there. That's why there's a big
There's 0 hit
splotch of blood. How many hit points do you have?
Oh, you want me to put it in there? I'm sorry.
Yeah, just click your token, and then in the red box next to it, just type how many hit points you have.
I apologize.
That's okay. That's why there's an explosion of blood. You weren't healed. Apparently, you're Drew's character
it's
and
just
stabbed
funny.
yourself to cast spells.
It's funny.
So do we want to take north and see like if there's anything on this path?
Yes.
There's also we're also going by the tower as well too. I think that's in the box side of the house.
No, that's
I guess we
green.
can-
That's why, Diana. You gotta do it in the red box.
Oh,
You have 58.
yes.
Done.
We can check out the tower, I guess, on our way. See if we get jumped by more ghosts or something.
North it is. So you follow the wagon trail that goes around to the back of the building. As you're moving around, these trails, like I said before, are about 2 weeks old. As you round the corner of the tower, which is taller than the rest of the structure, everything in the tower is boarded up as well. And it's pretty open at the top, or at least it looks like it was. But it's all been boarded up around. Enough to where you can't see in. You can see that this place has been sealed from the outside.
Okay, well, I think we're gonna need to get inside to make it our keep, so...
At the back, around the wagon, are all the horses
Are we spooked?
that you spooked.
Okay.
Now, they are not disturbed right now as you walk back.
Okay.
What do you want to do before you approach the 7 horses chilling around the back of this place?
You talk to animals. Can you please calm them down?
Yeah, well, I mean,
He talks to
definitely-
animals? I thought he just did stonework.
Your sister. Oh, don't you have a connection with your sister and you can just talk to the animals?
I mean, I do, but I mean, it's not something I've tried a lot before. You know what? I'll give it. I'll give it a shot.
Okay.
Can we persuade the animals?
Where are they milling about, like towards the wagon and stuff?
Oh, yeah, they're just milling around it.
Oh,
Alright,
around the wagon.
I'm gonna.
Around that cart, yeah. Yep, you got it.
Then
as-
yes, we
as
have
Tide
to.
slowly starts like walking forward, he actually places his staff down, and he puts his hand out, and then you see just slightly like wind starts to swirl around him,
Okay.
and then his eyes almost start swirling in green. And he starts opening his mouth, but what you all hear sounds like horse neighs as I cast Speak with Animals.
Okay.
Oh, this might get interesting. Never mind. I have no idea what you're doing.
Which horse do you pick? The Nightmare Black one, the Chestnut with white feet,
Oh, cute.
the golden hair, or the all white with solid red eyes? And the rest are
The
like
albino.
mixes of them.
Yeah.
That could be an albino. He might be tricking you.
Is one of them the dad and one of them's the mom? We can just figure out what their kids are doing? No.
Out of the 7 of them, do any of them seem? Is there one that seems maybe more spooky than the others? Like it's still that it's
yeah,
definitely on
easy.
its guard.
Or like one of, or maybe if one of them's the ringleader,
Give me a survival
Kinda.
check.
like the
Alpha?
stallion.
I
Yeah.
got some survival.
Give me a survival check. They are all pretty frightened right now, but that is a very, very good question. The first we've seen of you do anything of this fashion. I mean, honestly.
Unless, can we aid in perceiving the horses?
I mean, you can see them. You can't really aid him in dealing with them.
Okay.
Would you like a bonus? Did you roll poorly, good sir?
I did.
Oh, you know what I would have done? Hold up.
I know.
I mean, it probably won't affect
Does
the
this
roll.
start
Probably-
with a G?
Yes.
Yeah. No, that's all right. It would.
Now, I will tell you, because these are horses, you are welcome to use a social reroll, because that is a good way to use it, unlike every time Drew has asked me.
Yes.
Well, when you do that reroll, make sure to reroll the extra bonus from the G
You
spell.
do? Yep, you
You
reroll
got
it all.
from the G spot.
For those who don't know, Drew has tried to ask me to use social rolls for everything besides
Except
charisma-based
social
skills or social-based skills.
That is a 25.
Oh.
That is very good.
Oh,
They are all
Let's go.
pretty calm. A few of them are near the front of the carriage. You're guessing they probably used to pull it. And that is the black and the white one. The all black and the white with the red eyes. The other ones are milling about out back, closer actually to all the bodies on the ground. So they're kind of just milling through this and eating the grass that's left in here. Overgrowth of 10 years. But they seem pretty calm. You could probably approach. If everyone approached, you'd probably run into a problem. As for who's a leader, They're all gonna know
Yeah.
different things.
Yeah. I'd want to make my way to the closest one to the pile of the bodies in the back.
Okay, so we having a Aldrin
are.
horsey time. Is that what we're doing?
Yes.
Is AW finally getting the My Little Pony game
I
he's
was gonna
always
say, is
desired?
this the My Little Pony game?
So yeah, I want to cast
Tales
that
of the
so
Lance.
I can start Nain, and speaking with him, I would like to try handle animal check.
Tales of the Horn and Fire. Check.
Yeah.
So which one did you want to start with? The ones on the
Just
carriage or ones by the body?
One's by the body.
So you're going to go
Bodies.
back around the fence line, follow it down and around, and go to the bodies. Okay. So all of them, as you kind of are in the area, can you speak to all of them or just one at a time? How does the spell work? So I cannot remember the last time someone has used this spell in a
the ability
5e
to
game.
comprehend and verbally communicate with beasts for the duration.
Yeah.
Knowledge of awareness of many beasts is limited by their intelligence, but
This-
they can give you information about mere
Everyone.
applications. Yeah, so pretty much all of them.
And
Okay.
you might be able to persuade a beast to perform a small favor at the GM's discretion.
Okay.
Yes.
So if you're talking to the ones by there, they say they are our friends. They take care of us. They were our companions. They rode with us. Another one says they were once knights of Kalaman. Another one says mine was a bread maker. We were bringing food and torches for them, and then we were attacked. Oh, they were attacked. We were eating. Who are you?
Friend.
We've been here for a few weeks now. You don't look like the dragon people who rode us.
No, not the dragon people. From a different clan.
Are you
Far
sure?
away.
No scales. He nods. He says, "This one saw human, and then blinked, and then scales."
Oh, so lots of dragons.
A few.
Scaly people.
We had more horses too. More of us. They kept disappearing.
Oh, are all the horses, all of you, were part of the army?
We were originally Kalaman people's horses. And the other one goes, we were horses of Kalaman. He got hit on the head. You should speak to them. And he nods towards the carriage. They know much more.
I would just kind of. As tight, you kind of look at him, his eyes still with the swirling and everything. You kind of see inside of his thoughts. He's like, "Damn, I haven't done this in such a long time." Oh, bow down to a horse. Did it like that? No, it's all right. And then he'll walk over and he'll start talking to the other two by the carriage.
I'll give Adria like a
Friends.
we're sitting there watching and kind of like chuckling to ourselves. Like,
yes,
trying to find
Yes.
humor in the situation.
yes.
So as you make your way to the other two, they see you and they nudge the carriage once and like where they would be tied on. The straps are all in good shape. Nothing's destroyed. This carriage looks just like the armored ones that you saw back on the other place in the East Wild. And they nudge it, and then you could see images of them pulling it. You know that inside Captain Eyre was one of the people. He looks to you and realizes that you're kind of able to speak to them. The one that is all black says, Captain Eyre, he was killed in front of me. I was his mount, his companion. He was noble. Who are you?
A friend.
I was always told that friends approach with food. You do not approach with food.
Do not. Unfortunately, I have any with me.
Then you
Friend
are not friend.
who wants to help.
Then you are not friend. And he looks at the albino one, and she says, he could be a friend. You just always assume food comes.
Did the captain die here?
He died in the stable.
And do you see other people around here, like ghosts? Ooh.
The albino does not seem to know what you're talking about. You realize that the ebony mount is hyper intelligent, and it says, "Yes, spirits roam here. 3 of them, older than the people we worked for."
Inside the house?
The grounds. I don't believe they make it inside of the building. They are in the stables quite frequently. She was not white originally.
Oh, she got old like me.
Protecting our youngest. We got him out.
Once we're done here, we'll hopefully make this a good place for you. But mill around, eat grass, and we'll be back.
The carriage. Are you ready to leave?
No, not yet. We want to look into the house.
Bring food.
Yes, and if anyone else breaks in, if you could just warn us.
Would you like us to fight them?
Best that you could, but be safe. I do hope so.
He taps the ground once. When he raises his hoof, you see he's got horseshoes on and they're spiked on the front. He probably was in full barding at one point, or there may be barding here somewhere.
Please, take care of yourself. Be safe, but yes, warn us, fight them if you can, and then we'll come back if we have to.
Bring food.
Thank you.
He says it again.
Food. All right.
Where are you going? You walking back to them?
Yeah, I'm gonna walk back to
Cool.
them.
I need a persuasion roll as you're walking away.
Persuasion! Persuasion!
Can I call it an animal handling instead?
When you're talking to them using that spell, I'm pretty sure it's persuasion or not animal handling, because the intelligence for this one is too high.
True.
Would you like to use a social roll?
No.
Are you sure? We don't want Drew to have him. He doesn't know how to use them.
You know what? I'll use a social roll, and I'll bump it up to a 21 then.
So a social roll, and then what are you bumping it with? A +2?
Yeah,
Wait,
that would
hold
make
on.
it a
So-
21.
Okay.
So how did you re-roll and get the 19 or whatever?
No, I
Or
just
you-
rolled a 19. Oh, that one was just for re-rolling it. No, I don't want to roll it again though. I
Oh,
rolled a
okay.
19.
All right, never mind then. We won't use serving hands. So 19, you're going to bump it then to a +2 instead. All right, we'll use her charisma bonus roll then. That will bump it up to. He looks to the albino one, and as you're like leaving the range, he's like, "We should kill him." And she goes, "No, we're not killing him. We need to eat. We're out of food." They do not charge you.
Good.
For
I
7d12.
I like
Because
how
I
they're keeping us alive so they can get food.
He said that. She said no. They're not cannibals in general. Usually horses aren't, but they will eat anything. If you ever had a horse in your life, you know that they will eat anything you put in front of them.
So when I get back, he starts like and coughs, and then he tells you guys, relays all the information to you that he received as well.
So the spirit went after the kid, little baby horse too, or whatever attacked the horse.
So we have to bribe them with food in order to get to the carriage.
Yeah, well, that one right there,
He looks at you when you're speaking.
He
can.
He's very intelligent. He's a very smart horse.
It stamps
Ellen?
once on the ground.
Oh shit.
Yep.
So I'm like, so you want food before you'll let us near the carriage? Like I'm just talking straight.
It stamps on the ground again once.
All right.
I have ration.
I mean,
Well, we don't need to get in the carriage yet, do we?
thought we
I
were
wanted to get in the
investigate,
carriage to see if there was anything telling us about what happened in the fort.
Well, was there any food in the stables?
there was rations in the guy's pack.
Oh, yeah.
which I have.
You do.
So, I mean, we can give them that for now.
Yes,
And
we
then-
Sure.
Are you going to take it and walk back?
I'm going to give it to, to
right.
Aldern.
All right, so Aldrin, you walk back. You made your roll. They do not attack you on walking back. When you start to unwrap it to hand it to him, it is an oat bar.
Oh, so it was like maybe a.
It's not for a human. And it's got
Perfect.
like honey and oats and a little bit of like berries in it as well. And its eyes like open wide and he looks at you and is your spell gone?
It lasts for about 10 minutes.
I'd say you still have enough of it
Yeah.
left. When you get near, he goes, that's ours. He makes those. And he takes like 2 steps closer to you. He takes it, he bites it, and brings it over and gives the other one half. You fed us. We help.
Thank you. I would like to investigate the carriage if that's
He
all right.
kicks the carriage hard, and the back door opens.
Oh, this is a helpful horse.
Be careful,
Thank you. All right.
dragon people.
He says, be careful, dragon people.
So
Now, if you remember, Diana, when Valina looked in there were stone bodies of draconians all over the inside of it. You like peeked and you're like, I'm not opening this.
Do we want me to search it?
They move away from the carriage, by the way, and he corrals the horses to the south side of the fort to keep them out of your way.
So, remind me, as Diana,
Mhm.
the Draconians, they turn to stone, but it doesn't mean they're necessarily dead,
They
from what we've
all do something different when they die. We've seen some
Oh, it
petrify
explodes.
people. We've seen some explode.
Yeah.
seen. That's what it is.
Yeah, but you've not seen one where they just turn to stone statues and not explode.
Unless they died of old age.
Possibly.
Whoa. Aged.
We've never
out in the front.
seen a draconian live past 50 years because we kill them all the time when we run into them.
True.
Well, your cloak has a mind of its own. Can it reach for things?
I mean, it can, so that's why I'm saying, do we want me to take a look?
For safety. Maybe hide behind the carriage door and go through the. Oh, does the carriage have like a window?
No, remember, they're
Well,
armored with arrow slits that can be
That's right.
opened and
Yeah.
shut.
I am sorry, yeah. You're
But
right.
but one of the doors is
The
popped.
kid is popped open. The back is open, which normally you have picked on the other two that you've seen before. And it
That's
does have hanging tabards on the side. The one nearest the building has the symbol of Takesis on it. But if you move it and look, they are Kalamon symbols on the side. They've just been repurposed.
Okay.
Okay, yes, Israel, be very careful.
I'll be fine.
I just look at I'm like, these robes of hers has made her more adventurous. It's kind of nice in a woman.
So are we opening the carriage? Who's going in? How are we handling this?
Well, the carriage has already been kicked open.
Yeah.
And the doors are already open. Then I'm gonna stand behind, and I know it's dark vision, it's shades of gray or whatever, but
Yep,
if there's
yep.
anything that like catches my eye immediately, I'm gonna use Mage Hand and have the cloak reach out to grab anything.
Very smart. Let me tell you what you see from a distance. What's your passive perception?
My passive is a 15.
You see there's a bag of like candlesticks and something along those lines. There's a chandelier hanging inside that looks valuable. You see the stone draconians. There are 3 of them, one medium-sized, 2 small. Very similar. Actually, I don't think you guys have encountered the small ones. Because
Most
that
of
was
them have been
Tuesday
medium.
who did. There is sets of plate armor at the back. They look very rusted and kind of shitty.
Like tarnished and
Yep,
everything.
there's shields
Okay.
hanging with those. There's a brazier at the front. A bunch of utensils and sacks that are spilled open from it kicking it. And then there are rugs rolled up and hanging on each side of the top of the carriage. That's what you can see on a glance without climbing in.
Okay, well, I'm gonna use Mage Hand to grab the candles at least.
Yeah, there are 8 silver candlesticks. You just start
Okay.
slowly pulling them out.
Yeah, more for not. I'm not looting it for the
Just to
monetary
see?
value. It's more like any candle's a good candle when fire keeps these things away.
Can I get just an investigation? If you're not going to climb in, it will be a disadvantage, though.
I mean, I'm just getting stuff. Eventually I'm gonna climb in.
Oh, okay. Well, then, if you're just going to grab the things that are light out, the only things that you could get out is the 10 sets of eating utensils individually in a canvas sack, and you could get out the candlesticks. Everything else is probably too heavy for Mage Hand.
Yeah, no, I really just wanted the candles because, like I said, any fire is a good fire.
Oh, there's
I
no
guess.
candles.
There's
Just
just the
candlesticks.
So I'm pulling out the candlesticks. I'm like, damn
no
it.
candle. No candle.
I just
no
drop
candle.
them.
No candle.
All right. And then I guess I go in, and I guess like the mage, so like my cloak, because it kind of has a mind of its own, like it grabs the edge, and then it just kind of pulls me in as I go
Like
towards
hoists
it.
you up and in.
Yeah, yeah.
So as you get hoisted up and in, you kind of, are above the floor, trying your best to light foot this. The Draconians, 2 of them are holding a shield, like they're trying to steal. The other one, the medium-sized one, was trying to jump out as it was turned to solid stone.
Okay. I will cast the cantrip on myself just so I can spot stuff, hopefully.
You're a regular roll for investigation while you're in here. Can I get perception checks, and please put the 2 people outside where they would like to be?
Yeah, I was just moving myself to.
I'll put myself to the
Closer.
back of the
Adam, where are you?
this guy right here now.
I would say like a little bit.
Wherever you want to be on the grounds. I mean, they're 5-foot squares. It's not that far. I just need perception checks with people outside, and then the investigation for the inside.
I got a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. All the plate mail are rusted beyond repair.
Okay.
Let's see here. It looks like it was haphazardly piled in here. Like they were trying to get everything out of the fort and probably leave. So like the utensils, the things of value, they loaded in here 10 years ago. And the wagon's in good shape. 10-year-old wagon, if that gives you an idea of how well this is built.
Okay.
But everything in it is either rusted. The shields could probably still work, but they look decorative, like they were on the walls. They're column-on shields, and they have like people's names on them and things like that. Probably people who served in the fort would be your guess. Eyre's name is on one of them. That would be the only one you would recognize. But it looks like this thing never got to move.
Okay.
Now, with that said, this happened 10 years ago, and the ebony horse knows that he used to pull this wagon. Which means that horse is old.
Right.
How did it survive 10 years?
Well, it's either old or it's a ghost. So,
It is corporeal.
well,
At least from
I'm
everything that
everything we've
Aldrin
seen.
has seen, it is corporeal.
so I want to grab the shields because depending on, like, we've already seen 3 ghosts reading over our shoulders.
Mhm.
I wonder if maybe the ghosts are the people who died here, and maybe we can get some names from the shields.
You can take them out. If you want to take them out, lay them on the ground.
Okay.
I mean, they're
otherwise,
basically medium decorative shields, basically.
Otherwise, if you'll let me, I can like pull out a pen and paper and write down the names.
If you
like,
want to
whatever.
sit in here and write inside of the wagon
No,
with
I
the
mean, not really,
draconian
but-
stone bodies, and I am
No.
100% okay with that.
No, I'm okay. I will take the I'll take the shield. Let me see what Mage Hand can carry. If these shields are less than 10 pounds, I'm gonna stay in the carriage and just have the cloak just hand out
Whatever a
the
medium,
shields.
whatever a medium shield would be. I don't know what medium shield weight is. I think it's up 2 pounds, I think, or 3 pounds.
Yeah,
It's
definitely less
6.
than
Oh,
Mine
6?
is
Okay.
6.
So fine.
yeah.
You can move them out one by one and float them out past them. As
Yeah,
you
I'll
do
just-
that, looking through them, most of them do not have names on them. There are
Okay,
blank
well-
plates up on the bottom, but there are 3 that do.
Okay.
One of them is Mahala. It's Mahalia. Mahali, I think. Heinrich is the other one, Henrik. And Cannon, Kanon. Those are the only other 3 names besides Captain Eyre.
Okay.
I recognize those names as the shields are coming towards us.
You can give me a roll. History. Same bonus as last time.
You mean
Advantage.
Yes, sorry. Ooh. Probably not. 13.
No idea. What did you two get for perception while she was in there?
15.
Mine was a 12.
15.
Not great.
Yeah.
You know there are 3 distinct voices that roam around the grounds. One of them is male. The other 2 are female. Talk about how there is a lack of light and how the fort will be taken. You also hear one of the women's voices say, if Ire doesn't get here soon, we're all doomed. And then the male voice saying, we can't let the fire go out. We have to fix this. And they're just roaming around the fort, but you never see them. No saves are required. And then about that time, she gets all of the shields out.
Shields out.
And you see the 3 names. They don't mean anything to you. What would the Secret Council like to do? Audience, I also need someone to roll me... roll me advantage, please, in the chat. Yeah, exclamation point advantage.
Shame none of us can talk to the dead. The potion!
I
the
kept
potion!
the potion!
The potion! Drink it! Sorry.
How long have we been sitting on that potion?
No. Okay, hold on.
Sorry,
okay. No, so I'm looking it up. So
thing.
here's the thing. So like, all the shields get pulled out. Well, originally, before everything happened last episode, I was like, let's go see that body because maybe we can use Speak with Dead on it. And then shit hit the fan, and people got aged, and there was a stampede. It was all bad.
Okay.
So so all the shields come out, and then the cloak pulls me out of the carriage. I'm like, this is the only thing that I personally think of any value was in there.
When the last shield you pull out, cannons, comes out, it stops in midair as you're trying to move it towards you.
Do you think the ghost is trying
And
to take back his shield?
Pulls it, or whatever it is, pulls it out of the mage hand's grasp. Now it's floating. It like floats up. It kind of turns. It slides down a little bit, and then it disappears.
The shield disappears?
I think the
and
ghost
that was
took-
for cannon.
Cannon.
Yes. Okay. Then he must be.
Do the horses react to someone just taking the shield?
No, because they went to the south of the building. They can't see
That's
shit right now.
Okay, I was just.
He moved them so that if they were startled, they would not
Startled,
trample
okay.
you again.
Okay, cool.
I mean, even though last time he told them to do it.
Right. Well, you know, you live and you learn,
So with,
or you don't live and you learn.
In the
Maybe
words-
you're an undead ghost
It's
and
true.
you
It's possible.
learn.
It's possible. With that said, in the words of Nessie, oh, that potion. Does the group want to do anything with that potion?
I would absolutely
What
love to do
potion?
something with that potion. Like you just see me like, Aldrin, you didn't know about the deal that we did with the merchant? I got this potion of Speak with Dead when we first came into town.
So
It was after we
good.
killed our first Draconian.
Oh.
We were going to use it to talk to Ispin Greenshield's corpse to see if we could get some answers, but when we opened up the grave, his body wasn't in there. We didn't know he had been stored somewhere else. So
that potion!
just kept
you
that
don't-
potion.
You don't remember?
Priceless.
So I feel like perhaps I should be the one to talk to the Captain Ire.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a way with horses. You're better with the bodies, I'm sure.
Well, I'm
People,
better at
spirits.
talking to people, although he's definitely not my type.
Now, I
Especially
would
now
like
he's
to
dead.
ask, as you are looking through the wagon, we have a bunch of East Tide rerolls, and we have never done this live on the show.
Oh.
Would you like to spend
Yes.
a chunk of those to upgrade it You can only upgrade it 2. So the most valuable thing in there would be, honestly, the chandelier. Or the plate armor, if you could get rid of the rust on it. If you have a way to repair or mend, oh my god, I can't believe I'm going to say this. You could use a flux card. Fix it. That would make it a better item. And then you could stack your East Tides.
Well, okay, hold on. All right.
Look at the cards we got.
Because we've never done this before.
We've never done, okay, so
Live.
I'm looking
We do it after hours all the time.
We do it after hours. I'm looking something up.
Uh-huh.
I'm cheating and I'm looking at the stuff that I know about Diana's character.
Oh, me.
Yeah, okay. Listen,
me? What did I do?
We are a team. We are a team. I am trying.
Fine.
Let's see. Enforce.
Oh,
Me?
You.
some
Okay,
realizations.
So I don't know.
So dumb.
I'm just saying. Listen. I'm just saying. I'm gonna put it in our. I'm gonna put it in our secret council chat.
Secret council.
Well, I'm going to scroll down while you're doing that. We have it right now. If you want to use a flux card, you could fix armor. If you were to detect magic, you could figure out which the best item in here, if there is a magical one. Right? Diana needs better armor, like I need a hole in the head.
Thanks, Starcher.
Diana needs a better saving throw, but they don't make that as a fucking armor.
Well, didn't we give her the cloak of
She
protection?
had a cloak of resistance, but she's
Oh,
wearing something else now.
She's wearing Aldrin's wearing the cloak of protection
Correct.
that I gave him.
Correct.
Yeah,
that
I'm
one.
wearing my elven.
Is she wearing the elven cloak?
But you see what I'm putting in chat? Because I don't know what you have for actual armor.
Okay.
While they're
Probably
talking in
not
the
that.
background, everybody. I'm going to explain how the East Tide treasure rolls work. So, the way it functions is whatever the classification of the item is, they can use an East Tide roll to re-roll it. But they can stack East Tide rolls to bump up the quality level. So you can spend 2 more to make it a blue. To make it a rare. And you can spend 3 more if you want. So it'd be 2 for the first, 3 for the second one. And you can bump it up to a item above rare, which is, so it goes uncommon, rare, and then legendary. But you can only go 2 above. So if it's a common item, you can't bump it to a legendary. It is random, though. Whatever they get is what they get, and they don't get to switch it back. I will remind you that Aldrin is wearing armor that he did that with. That was very pivotal to the story. And he butchered it. With that said, I think we're in the same situation.
No, so
What do y'all want to do?
So what I'm pushing for, this is, I'm gonna make my argument.
Okay.
I say we go for the brazier because depending on what happens, maybe we can get something that will help us keep the fires going.
Well, the brazier could work either way.
Right, but I'm saying if we can upgrade it to a magical version somehow.
Maybe.
That's in there?
Otherwise,
Get some fire.
There's a
we
chandelier and a brazier.
Yeah, otherwise we could go for the plate mail, figure out what it is, and then flip it on the market.
It's true.
What are we doing?
Because we should be totally concerned with,
we have plenty of East Tide cards that you could do this a couple of times.
Okay. Well,
So where do we start?
With the brazier.
All right,
Yeah,
so
I
are you
think-
going to detect magic? Does anyone have the ability to see magic?
I can cast it.
I will tell you,
Second
you know what's
for that,
awesome?
too.
In the new Tales of the Valiant, wizards just get it X amount of times a day. They just said, why the fuck are you using a spell? Just, you're a goddamn wizard, Harry. So you could do 1 for the reroll, 2 to bump it up. And the brazier is not magical. By doing it 2, it would make an uncommon magical. If you spend an additional 3, it would make it a rare. Are we interested in spending that? We have like 30 cards.
I mean,
Yes.
yeah, I mean, okay, so
So for
we're
6
bumping
cards, it becomes magical rare.
we're bumping up the Takesis pool, but let's go
You
for
sure are. Hey, it's not that
Sure.
many points though, because they're greens.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's do it. Magical rare brazier.
All right. Well,
And I have 10 Eastside Treasure rerolls in my deck.
It doesn't always become the same thing.
We know.
All right, so we're gonna roll. Audience, can I please have you roll me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I need a D10, please. On a 10, it is the same item. Just as you, so you know publicly. So can I get a D10 from the audience? If we can get a D10,
That'd be amazing.
if they don't, there's also some super cool stuff on here.
I'm gonna have some cool stuff.
But the dice gods smile upon us. Yes, that is correct.
Oh, our Lord and Savior, dear Michael Jordan.
A 5.
Oh, we got a
Beseech
5.
thee. It's
All right.
all right. I did not ask soon enough. My apologies.
All right.
Oh, can we have Star Drew instead?
No.
It's all right. It's all right.
Michael Jordan, our Lord and Savior Michael Jordan shall bless us with something else. It's fine.
Well, you'll be slightly happy about this. It's not. It's close.
We'll be slightly.
It's close. All right.
Okay. All right.
Let me pull up the item. It is a. Is that right? Is that a real item in 5e?
Yes, so.
Motherfucker, there's some random ass shit in this fucking quality of life fucking rolls.
Quality of life.
Fucking so dumb.
It's gonna be
so
a
dumb.
seltzer machine.
Oh, a seltzer machine?
Seltzer machine of healing.
It is a. It is not a brazier,
Okay.
Okay.
but it.
You can't stop laughing. I can't wait for this.
It is a wall sconce.
Okay.
Okay, I like it.
I like it. I can dig it.
Too.
For a bar,
Okay.
and it greets people who walk in.
Wow.
We could put it in our
Here's the
stronghold.
magical property. When
I
someone
have an
walks
idea.
in, if they do not greet it back, they pay double for their first drink. Basically, they make a will saving throw. If they fail it, they pay double for their first thing they order. If it's 5 gold, it's 10. They just feel
Good money off
compelled.
that.
We are going to
Does
be
it
rich
work
with this
on
thing.
ghosts?
It's I don't know. It's called the bartender's friend. That is what it is called, which is hilarious because that's not what the bartender's friend actually is. There is
Isn't
a
that
wall
the
sconce.
cleaning agent bartender's friend?
Yes,
Yeah.
but it is a wall sconce called the bartender's friend.
So
Yeah.
I have an idea. I don't know if it'll work. But what if we claim ownership of the fort,
Wisdom
attach
save, I
the
keep saying wisdom.
brazier, or wall sconce,
Sconce.
and then any ghosts that come in, if they don't greet us, they have to pay double. They're gonna pay double nothing, right? But then the sconce might say, hey, that fucko didn't say hello. No? Yes? No?
I mean, it's a wisdom save DC 13.
Gross.
It's not super bad actually. 13's pretty good. For a
that-
basic thing for a patron to go in is like, well, hello, welcome to whatever it is, and the person's like, fuck you, and walks by. Are you going to do it for another item?
I mean,
And that was
we're
the
supposed-
brazier. It is a rare item now.
Okay, like we're supposed to be adventurers. We can't be planning out a bar.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
We can't just let anyone into our chamber of secrets.
Not wrong.
No.
No. All right. I
wrong.
still think that's very cool, and I think that might be a good way to.
I say you keep it. It's,
Well, no,
it's fire.
It's fire, but also it's a good kind of a nondescript, under the radar detection system.
If you used magic earlier to detect magic, the brazier
Yeah.
was not magical, but
No, it
one
is.
suit of armor in the back is.
I'll go in and I'll grab it and I'll
Okay.
start lugging
It's
it out.
pretty rusty. You would need to use a flux on it. We have plenty of them.
Aldrin, do you have
we
any
got
of that
plenty-
weird
yeah, it's fine.
flux? As I'm like just trying to heft this plate armor with my 14 strength.
Use an
want
Ironfeld.
flex?
Do you want to use an Ironfeld flux?
Yes.
Yeah, you say there's plenty, so let's do it.
Oh yeah, that's plenty.
Let's
All right,
do it.
so use an Ironfeld flux on it, and now this is a common item. Would you like to upgrade it to legendary?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see what
Why?
happens.
Why not? Why not?
Let's do it.
We have a lot of them.
We're also
One
going
for
to get
the
a lot of
reroll.
pieces points, but it's fine.
Well, hold on. One for the reroll. It is 3 for common and 4 to make it legendary. But you have plenty, so why not?
Plenty.
Yeah.
Why not?
Why not?
All right,
We'll just-
everybody.
What kind of armor do we
What could go wrong?
What
Welcome
could
to
go
the Price is
wrong?
Right.
This isn't shopping. This is them just being dicks.
No, we're not big dicks.
What do you mean with my awesome armor?
All
We're
right.
actually looking for a
Listen,
fire
we're all
source.
listen, we all are trying to just get that Elden bling going, all right? I've got the super stylish studded
Yeah.
leather armor
That's
persuasion.
true,
You've
do.
got your dope chainmail.
Okay.
Now
I need a D10 from the
Galena
audience.
needs
I mean,
to
I
be
have my-
styling.
D10.
got
On a
it.
10, it stays as full plate.
We got to get you matchy.
Otherwise, it's
Come
a
on,
glitch in
chat.
the system, and it's, you know, like, she goes to grab it, the armor rusts away, and there's something on the holder behind it.
Pair of shoes.
Pair of shoes. So we need
Legendary
a D10.
shoes.
Oh, come on, Eric. It's not my fault. You guys rolled too many.
Sardru coming in.
All right,
A
Sardru.
three.
3. All right.
Ooh, okay.
All right.
That's okay.
For this one, there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3.
I'm sorry, that wall sconce is hilarious.
It
And
is the best.
I'm absolutely going to use it as an early detection system.
Yes, please.
Right.
Stick it on front
As
door.
you go to fix the armor rusts away, but the leather armor underneath mends itself back into a pristine Knight of Kalaman leather armor. On the left pauldron, though, it has the symbol of Paladine on it. It is very nice. Do you want this public or do you want this private?
Oh, let's do private.
Private.
Because it's always
Secret
fun
council.
to have a secret, and then a secret be exposed at some point.
Okay. I am going to put it in OBS because I don't have Discord up because there's Crashy Crasher Tim when we
right.
use it.
I'll grab it from OBS and put it in secret
Yep, that's
council.
fine. I'll rewrite it later too. So for those who don't know, this group is very secretive. All the time.
Secret.
Every time. The secret shirt needs to happen.
You bring me on a show, there's going to be secrets. I'm sorry.
You're right.
Not
You're right.
sorry.
You're right. There is going to be. You're not going to re-roll this. I promise you're going to want it.
Okay.
This is such a bullshit fucking armor.
Here for it. What?
Too.
What?
Well, okay, you have to explain what that is because I don't know.
So while she's explaining in chat what that is, this studded leather armor is white underneath after it's been cleaned. It was all dirty and nasty, but it is a white studded leather armor. It's studded, by the way. I forgot to put that.
So,
Studded
so
leather.
if it's that, so it's going to be...
It's got little nodules all over. Each one of the little spots on it is one of the tiny symbols of Paladine. On the shoulder is stitched into it in another leather with golden and blue metallic threads is the symbol of Paladine, a shoulder pauldron. It's a little lower than the other one. It has leather that goes all the way down the arm on left side. You could
15 plus your dex.
swap it to the right. It's probably made for like the shield arm is your guess. And it is made to be worn underneath plate mail of Paladine. Those nodules actually lock into place on it to make it lighter and more comfortable. It holds it better. But the real reason is the other thing that it has as to why some of the Paladine would wear it. With that said, are you done fucking with the carriage?
Yeah, we're done fucking with a carriage. I think so.
What would you all like to do?
We all done.
I mean, you could type in chat. I don't think anyone's in chat from the other show. You could type it in chat if you want people to.
I don't trust them after Drew and Allie were both in there fixing their character sheets and then Allie changing her name to Drew's name. No, we're doing it in our secret council chat.
Okay. Okay. Fair. So that was a
'cause-
lot of Easttide cards. Those were Serving Hands, Kyle, Bear the Crusader,
Awesome.
Allie, Kelly, and what else do we have in here? Another Serving Hands, a Trickster, and a really, 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 really old Anthony card, which was Spigs, who I think he was in here. I don't know if he still is, but I saw him earlier from Cypher Unlimited. So, with that,
Let me just make sure that
are you
is
closing the carriage
correct.
so it's shut for now?
I
Yeah.
think that's a good idea.
Okay. All right. So as you close the carriage so it's shut for now, what does the party want to do? It is in the middle of the night.
We need light. Oh, it's in the middle of the night.
We need to rest.
I'm doing math in chat. So anyway, so it's the middle of the night. We're kind of locked in here.
Yep.
So because of what's happening, like, we can just use the Starlit Sphere, and then if any undead try to attack us, they have to make that saving throw to get in.
That is very correct.
Or we put the sconce on the sphere and go ding dong. You pay, wake up. You pay the. Just kidding. That's a joke.
That's
okay.
fucking
Yes.
hilarious.
The sphere. I agree. Let's do the sphere.
All right. Are you going to camp here, or are you going to try to get out?
I mean,
Or are you going to go into the building?
I mean, yeah. How much time do we?
It's nighttime. You have as much time as
It's
you want to
nighttime.
have, guys. It's all the way up to you.
Unless we stay with the sphere outside, and how many times can you talk to animals? Ask permission to sleep outside? But oh no, you said the ebony horse is very intelligent.
It can understand language, it seems. It can't
Yeah.
speak.
But it can understand.
Mm-hmm. It understands languages.
So we could do with your permission, can we sleep here?
That's,
Nod once.
That's up to you all.
Well, okay. So hold on. Let me take a look at the sphere,
And we do have the potion of Speak with Dead, which we have not used yet.
which we
gotta
haven't
do
used yet.
that. We gotta do
So
that.
I know we have to do that, but so
I
whenever
want
we
to
decide
mention,
to,
I have marked how many times we've talked about the potion over the course of 14 episodes, 8 of them being ours. We have mentioned
Right.
this potion in almost every episode since you've gotten it. Yet, never use it. It is the most prized magical item of this group for some fucking reason.
But I feel like this is the best time to use
this is
it.
absolutely the best time to use it. So, yeah, let's go talk to the captain up here first, because like he has so I was looking up Speak with Dead before we just started rolling a whole bunch of stuff
Hey, man.
and talking. Yes, Diana, yes, that would be
Oh my
with that
god,
armor.
AW. No. Listen.
Hi.
Listen.
Let's kill the horse and speak with it.
Listen, My Little Pony lover. I don't think My Little Pony would be happy if you murdered the fake horses in a fake game where nothing is real so you can speak with a dead body. When we have somebody who can cast a spell to do that, why would you waste the most valuable magical item that they have on the show? You just wouldn't. It's obviously the best magical item. I'm just saying.
Awar is an angel
Hilarious.
of chaos.
He is an angel of chaos today.
So are
But
you
yes,
all
Diana,
going
that would be your
north
new that
or
would be your new
south?
armor class.
North or south around?
Discuss that later. Okay.
I don't
I
know if you
think-
want to wear it though. It is
Well-
bright white.
I'll rub it in dirt and paint it.
Press to digitate it dirty.
Can I wear it under?
Under your robe.
I mean,
But
you
you
have your
can't
cloak.
pour armor over armor. That's not how that works.
You have your cloak. You know what? Let's go to the south just to see if there's anything crazy that we might have. Well, no, he's keeping the horse. So the
He's
smart
keeping
horse
them
is keeping the
calm
other
over
horses
here.
calm.
He kept them
Let's go
down to the
back
south.
north.
Okay. All
We'll
right.
go around north, and then we're gonna go talk to this gentleman up here.
What is the highest passive perception out of all of you?
I got an 18.
Okay.
Oh well, there you go.
When
mine's a
you
15.
make your way back around and you pass the
Mine's
huge
17.
pile of blood that is there from Valina, there are footprints in it. But the thing you notice more than that is you can hear the voices of the soldiers outside the gate, but they are very faint. Like usually you'll hear them fine. It's just a wall. It's just a 8-foot log fence. There's no reason you should be able to hear them, but it is very muted.
Okay, well, let me.
Yeah, I'll say, do you want to go talk to the body, and I'll sneak up see if I can hear more. of what they're saying
So,
outside the gate.
how long did we spend in the carriage, roughly?
I mean, there's not enough room for all three of you unless you
No.
take everything out.
No. I mean, just for getting. I'm talking time-wise.
I don't
'cause
care.
Detect magic might still be up.
Oh no, that's gone by the time
That's
you like
gone?
identify, look at the items, and all
Yeah,
that kind of
okay.
stuff. If you want
was
to
just
know what
asking,
they
like, 10
are,
minutes.
it takes 10 minutes to cast a ritual just to identify them, or make the skill check to figure out what they are.
All right. Well, yeah, Aldrin, if you want to try and figure out why we can't hear them, I'm wondering if it has something to do with everything being shut on us when we came in.
Okay. So
I
put
can
yourselves where
try
you
and-
would like to be.
Just gonna get.
I'm just gonna
Beaten
move
up.
the evil here.
What did we say we were gonna do? We were gonna go.
Gonna go to the body inside of Captain Ear.
Ire, yeah.
Captain
Ear.
Ire. So here and there. Boop. Unless you want to
Because-
watch the door, that's up to you.
Yeah,
The corpse must still have a mouth and can't be undead. Hopefully he passes those two requirements of having. I mean, I
He
saw
still
the
has a mouth.
It's horrifying.
It's horrifying, but he has one.
He has a mouth. It's horrifying.
And you don't drink it. I think you feed it to the body, if I remember correctly.
Mmm.
Yeah, I feed it
Yummy.
to the body. The corpse only knows what it knew in life. Answers are usually brief, cryptic, or repetitive, and under no compulsion to offer a truthful answer if we're hostile to it. So,
Correct.
Vilina, it sounds like he used to work for Kalaman, but if he's wearing the armor of Ttrpgfamily, then he turned code at some point. Or turned traitor.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That would be a truthful statement with what you've seen so far.
They have turned. See now I'm channeling Nora. All right, hold on.
Well, that's
I gotta
fine.
go. Hold on,
Hey,
let me-
I can fix this. I can fix this. Don't you worry about it.
He
We'll
warned
go
you
to
for me, Nora.
we'll go to Adam first. Adam, you go to the gate.
Okay.
As you get to the gate, as you get closer, you hear them a little more, and they're basically yelling, you're guessing, because of the pitch that it is, asking if you're okay inside. We can't open the gate. But it is muted. Like they're inside of a soundproof room yelling at you. Or you're inside of a soundproof room and they're yelling at you.
Asking if
You're okay in there. The gate slams shut. Are you okay?
I would yell back, be like, yes, we're fine. We're just figuring out what is going on in here. We're just stand guard outside there and protect the entryway. We're okay.
I need a perception check at disadvantage for the next line that they speak because they are not yelling it.
So as he's talking, I'm like, to add to the disadvantage, I'm like, hey, ask him to bring some food for horses.
I was even at disadvantage. That was actually really good.
Okay.
That is a 24.
Would you like to put a +2 to that just to seal the deal?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll
Yeah,
use serving
let's do
hands +2 to charisma.
Yeah. To really.
Or not charisma, to a roll.
To a roll.
You
yeah.
hear, and a quote, "That's not Captain Ire." And the voices fade away.
Fade away. All right.
I suppose we can't ask them for food then if they're gonna.
With that, do you back away from the fence? From the gate?
Yeah.
When you back away, there's your footprints, and there's a set of footprints just wider than yours on each side of where your footprints are. And they move with you.
As I'm stepping backwards.
I'm getting real sick and tired of people reading over our shoulder. I tell you what.
These footprints are large enough that it is over top of you.
I look up.
You don't see anything. Just the night sky.
It's one of those ogres that fought in the trap.
What do you want to do?
Before I start questioning him, because I have up to 5 questions,
Mm-hmm.
what do we want to ask him?
We have
Like-
5 questions.
Are you
What
going to make
hap-
your way back to them? That's probably the best question before that
Yeah.
even starts.
Yeah. I slowly start making my way back.
When you get back to him, or back to them, when you get to the stable creaks when you walk in. The sign that's hanging above bumps and moves.
Oh, it's from it's the giant or the ogre. I look back.
The sign's waving. Yeah, everyone can see it.
I didn't do it. No.
Let me frame this. The camera would switch looking out of the stable. Kender. Sign. Ping.
How big was the ogre that I fought in Drew's character? Would it be roughly that size? His retainer.
Drew is a Drew's character they played. He was a about 10 foot tall, pretty close to. This is, I mean, the door is at least 15. So I mean, he could hit it walking through if it was him, but he's alive. If you're talking about the one that you fought in Vogler, that one was about the same height as him because they're half giants. They're half
right.
As in Corinne, there's only hill giants and I think stone giants. Any other version of a giant is like a rare birth of like a frost, a fire. And then there are half giants or half ogres or ogres in this game as well. But there are no like frost giants and stuff like that are like the 15, 16, 20, 30 foot tall. That shit doesn't exist. Well, at least not openly exists. It's very rare. They're like legendary creatures. This thing is tall enough to hit a 15 foot tall sign, like up and 15 foot in the air. Whatever this thing is that moves through. And there's a wind that blows into the stable. The other horses kick a little bit that are still in the stable. With that said, it dies down.
Okay, well...
Do you continue going in, Aldrin?
I go and I kind of chill in this.
If you guys don't,
here.
if like Adriel is like, if you guys don't tell me what to ask him, one of my questions is going to be, does he have a hot sister? Like, let's get it together.
Don't waste your. Okay.
Like, and it's not like the joking. It's just like, let's get it done so we can take our rest.
Stop.
Oh.
Okay. Question.
Like, I think you guys can tell Adriel's a little frazzled from everything that's happened, and she's just
evening.
Like, let's get this done because we're going to be talking to a gentleman who was a part of our government and then decided to join up with the Red Dragon Army 10 years ago. So,
we should ask one of the questions as to what happened or how it got killed. Why did they all come here? What's the purpose of coming here? Maybe I don't know. I'm just spitballing questions. If you have something, you say something. You're over by the door.
So what I've got right now is how did he die? Like, what happened here? What happened here when he died? Because if we are too vague, he's going to be vague in return. I mean, he's probably gonna be vague regardless. But
what's happened? To what? Yeah, what were they doing here? What else?
While they're thinking, I take my staff and I just kind of reach up in the air and I kind of do one of these things.
Oh, like around you?
Yeah, I'm just like...
It stops moving midair, like here. Like something grabs it.
Oh my god. Okay. Well,
and then it lets go a few moments later.
Okay, so... How did he die? What happened? I would say roughly the week before he died.
Sure.
Like what happened in that 1 week time period.
Okay.
So we have how did he die? What happened to the week before he died?
Okay.
Why do we have to keep the fires lit?
Okay.
Oh, do we have a fire right now?
We have the torch. And now we have the wall sconce that greets people.
You would have to light it and get it activated, but yes.
I know.
But the torch is lit right now, yeah?
Someone is carrying a torch, yeah.
Yeah, and then we can light the wall sconce and have another torch.
Yeah, because I think there's definitely something behind me still. I don't know if by them what they were talking about.
Maybe ask it. Why are you stuck here?
Starter's like, ask questions so we can get to sleep somewhere.
Sorry, we're trying. I'm trying to think.
Oh no, I don't think he means. I think he means in game. I think they mean in game.
Oh, I thought you meant like I need to go to bed.
No.
No. I already said if we don't ask questions, one of them's gonna be you have a sister.
What are we starting with?
Well, okay, so hold on. So I've got two more. So how did he die? What happened to the week before he died? Why do we have to keep the fires lit? I just had it and I lost it. What happened to Mahalia Heinrich Cannon?
Okay.
Mahalia, yeah.
Mahalia, yep.
Mahalia.
Should we ask him if there's anything important inside the house? Or in
The
the
fort?
Yeah.
in the fort?
Ask what's inside the house, yes.
And Cannon.
There's not a house, there's a fort. I would be very specific.
What is
Fort.
in the...
Fort.
Remember how
What is
undead
that?
answer questions.
We're going to ask him what is currently in the fort.
Okay.
Put the name of the fort. Fort Dyer.
In... Well,
That's
we
all of
don't-
them, right?
How
That's
long has
five?
it been... How long has it been known as Fort Dyer?
So where do you
know
want to
offhand?
start? Always.
Would I know how long? Oh, wait. Okay.
Always? Okay. I think I'll go with
Ooh.
Captain Ire.
So you pour
We're
the
here.
potion in.
Glug, glug, glug,
Right.
The mouth pops and snaps, and the skin cracks, and his mouth shuts, so he can speak
Ooh.
again.
Okay.
And it sits upright in the beaten up armor. What are you
This
asking
is totally
first?
fine. I say, Captain Ire, we are here to determine what happened at Fort Dyer. How did you die?
Died
Like,
to a spirit.
Okay. Let me get my notes that are on a different tab. Okay. Died to a spirit. Captain Ire, what happened the week before you died? Like, what was going on here at Fort Dyer?
Wait, what happened here? I was sent with torches and food.
During this, I'm gonna
His face.
roll insight
Sure,
because they
More
can lie to you.
specific.
they can.
So for the first, just each time. The first question was a 23 insight.
Okay, seem truthful.
Like, yes.
Seem truthful.
Okay. Second one, that is only a 16.
Would you like to
Yeah,
do
process.
a wisdom? I think we have wisdom bonus.
Yes.
You want to use a
Either-
wisdom bonus?
Either wisdom or a +2 to a roll.
You do +2 to roll. I'll grab one of those. Done.
Okay.
+2 to a roll. What's that give you?
So that gives me an 18.
He's being honest. They delivered food and torches.
Okay. Captain Ire, why do we have to keep the fires lit?
I don't know. I'm not Captain Ire.
I've been calling him Captain Ire this entire time, and he finally is like, I'm not Captain Ire. Okay. Definitely
I
an insight.
answered the questions before.
All right. That's a 12.
You're not sure. It is weird that he said that.
So, okay, so he said he's not Captain Ire. What did he say about he wasn't sure why we had to keep the fires lit?
I don't know. I'm not Captain Ire.
Okay.
That's 3.
Okay. So then, with him saying that, I'm going to scrap what happened to the other 3. I'm going to ask, then who are you, soldier?
I am Commander Argon.
Argon. I will get the spelling later.
Argon
rolling
is
another-
Argen.
Okay, En. I had An. Sense motive for that was a 23. Or, I'm
Truthful.
sorry. Insight, okay.
Truthful. 100% truthful.
Oh, Michael Jordan.
Yes, another... My warlock patron, Michael Jordan, is coming through for me. So then I'm going to stick with the last question of what... How do I want to phrase this? What did Fort Dyer house when you died?
Nobody. I was here 2 weeks ago.
Okay, last insight check. God damn it, I got an 11.
Would you like to use a bond ideal or flaw, or would you like to use a lovely inspiration card and take some damage?
Let me take a look. You know what? I am slow to trust.
I gotta trust this dead body.
I mean, that is a 100% truthful statement.
I'm gonna trust this dead person 0%.
Lemmy said, the smart horse could be Captain.
Maybe.
That's a good point.
All right. Yeah, I'm incredibly slow to trust. So, here we go. That's better. That's a 17.
Again,
Plus 2.
not lying.
Okay.
Can you now make me an investigation roll?
Yes.
I will give you a little bit of a clue. If you're good at this. If you roll okay.
Come on, Nora.
World's
World's okayest detective. Let's go.
World's okayest detective in Dragonlance.
I mean, I'll tell you what. If somebody would like to
Angel
aid
Manager.
as you guys are talking, I would allow that for this. That makes sense.
Yeah, do we hear all of this?
Yeah.
chatting?
Oh, yeah. It's speaking out loud in common.
Okay, what?
You just aid her. She gets an advantage.
I just get advantage.
Oh, okay. I rolled.
Oh, I mean, okay, I'll roll one more time just to see if I get better than a 19 on the die.
That's enough.
Okay.
You
that was
pull the
that was
letter
me at
back out, and at the
22.
top it says, Commander, although we are not due for a supply run for several weeks, I beseech you to send as much fire and fuel and as many torches as you can spare. It is a matter of life or death. We can't let the fire go out. We can't let the fire go out. Signed, Captain Eyre.
Okay.
So the letter was
Captain-
to the commander.
Okay.
I think the captain is one of the ghosts then. He's the one that keeps saying you can't let the fire go out.
All right.
I'd say
Well,
that in
the
Felina.
spell ends.
The spell ends. The body falls back. The face collapses in on itself. I will remind you, this person is wearing armor to Ttrpgfamily.
I know. I wanted to ask him about that, but once he said he wasn't,
I know. 3 questions
Eyre.
is a bitch. But you know this isn't. You know that this is not Captain Eyre.
right. So I'm gonna just put a strike through here.
Yep.
So I kind of relay. I mean, we all heard it.
Yeah.
anyway.
Everyone can hear it. It's a full conversation. Everyone's there. You don't even have to. I mean, you can discuss it, obviously, but
Right.
everybody heard it.
Format. I'll deal with it
I
later.
will tell you that there's no more swinging signs. The wind has died down in the room after the spell ends.
Oh, so this the maybe does potion with dead only talk to one?
Correct. It only speaks with one dead.
Right, but if someone else was, if another spirit was eavesdropping,
If anyone would like to make me a religion, or I would even allow an arcane for this as well.
Grab either of those.
I can try and do Arcana.
Yeah, arcana. Feel free.
I'll,
Yeah,
I'll try it.
No.
I got 16 Arcana.
Okay.
22 religion.
Oh, there you go.
Okay. 22. They will give you different things. Kelly, would you like to do a +2 from Barely Crusader to intelligence?
Yeah.
Okay. So that gives you an 18,
Yes.
and you got a 20 something. You said.
22.
Arcane wise, you know that when a potion is used, there shouldn't be like an area effect. It's only on that person. The only way that would work is if there's something in the area that is being disturbed.
Okay.
Religion wise, you're pretty sure this is unholy ground. When you use that, it is necromantic, and it probably went everywhere on the grounds, the like unhallowed grounds.
Okay.
Consider it mechanically a layer action.
Okay.
Yeah. Right.
So you're pretty sure anytime you use a necromantic spell in the area, it probably affects more than just the thing you cast it on.
Okay.
It bolsters it. With that said, what does the party want to do? As you all turn and look at each other, the sign finally stops waving, the wind dies down, and there's no longer any form of presence of a spirit in the area.
Well, I mean, unless Ire could be. I mean, you threw out the idea of Ire being a horse. Ire could have very well been one of the dragons inside, because they had told me that they saw man and then dragon.
True? And you have
Yeah,
not been inside the building yet.
It's true.
No,
I've not
so I
gone
mean-
inside.
We can either go inside the building or we can try and rest for the night.
You said it's like midnight, right? You said
It's
late?
yeah, it's late. I would say probably there's no stars in the sky, so it's dark out. You got here a few hours ago. You talked with the soldiers, the 10 soldiers you have resting, but set up camp a little ways away from this because you wanted to go in stealthily. The gate's shut, and since then, it's probably been an hour of time this passes. You've swept around and looked at everything. So midnight, 12:30 is probably a good guess.
Should take some rest.
Now, do you want to sleep out in the grounds, or do you want to go in the building?
Oh,
The footprints are also gone on the ground, by the way. Yours are there, but the big ones are gone.
I would also inform you guys of what I heard at the gate too.
Okay.
About how they're saying that doesn't sound like
I
the
thought it was
captain.
one of our soldiers, yeah. But then, yeah.
Well, as much as I don't like staying in houses I'm not invited to, I prefer to be wine and
Technically, you
dined
have
first.
the deed.
I was gonna say I prefer to be wine and
Technically,
dined.
we have like 3 deeds.
Technically, yes, we have 3 deeds. Two.
Unless you made
Yeah,
another
'cause
one
one
that
of
I don't
them's
know about. Front or back door?
Whoa! I mean, at least you
It's-
asked.
I did ask.
Again,
deep
I like
breath.
to be
Front or
wine and
back?
dined first. But why don't we try the front door?
All
You're the
right.
one who's-
Move
I'm
everybody to
I'm
the
just picking
front
up
door.
what Adam put down.
Move everybody to the front door. Did I mention this is rated R for everybody yet? Is that not apparent yet for those who've watched the Erik Frankhouse Presents show?
I just.
If you don't know that by now, fucking where you been?
Click the X button.
Right.
As we get over there, I want to be on the right side of the door just so I can kind of look at that blood and see if those tracks are still.
No, the footprints there are gone as well. They may be there if you like prod around, but the blood doesn't have the footprint like somebody is standing there.
Okay, gotcha.
What would you like to do?
Okay.
You gonna go
Clap
through the
my-
front? Is that the game plan?
Clap her on the back.
okay.
You're up.
I'm going to check the door. Check for traps.
with
Check the
Kelly's
door.
really
Check
bad.
it's locked.
That's
She-
what I said, JG. But no one believes me.
What?
Anything with Kelly is rated R.
You put us together, it's NC-17. You're just doomed.
I mean, yes.
So, okay, so the front door. It is a... I'm looking here for you. It is a big set of double doors, wood and metal reinforced. I will tell you that they are shut, but if you are going to investigate them, I can give you more information. It is important. That's why I am
Yes,
saying.
I would investigate to see if there's a trap on it because
Give me a
there's
perception.
whatever's in. Stay out.
I'll aid you just because I'm also trained in picking locks. So did you roll with advantage?
Yeah, you get an advantage. I'm
Because
fine
I'm
with
aiding you.
that.
15.
A 15.
I'm not happy with it. Can I have +2, please?
Let's see if we've got any.
We do. We do. There's definitely a +2.
Yeah, I played one 6 days ago. I just marked it.
Mark that one played.
17. Okay.
So, it is not locked. But it is very... The door is swollen shut.
Swollen shut.
Yeah, like weather and time. You know,
Got it.
10 years of not being taken care of. You can either try to force it open with an athletics check, or you could use an Ironfeld Flux and fix the door.
Let's. Ooh, I'm tempted to say fix the door because if we need to run, we don't have to worry about trying to bust the door open again.
Okay.
point.
I'm just saying it. Like you guys can chime in. That's just my reasoning.
Well, I was gonna say.
Aldrin's already got it out, and he's like,
yeah. I was gonna be like,
Bring it on.
wait a second. Didn't he say that we had plenty of those cards? Yeah, absolutely.
He's being
It's fixed.
Fuxfey.
all right, we're going to use Kyler's. Done. The door shrinks back to the proper size. All the metal forms back to the way it used to be. You can tell that the metal was pulled off and the door has been rebuilt before. Now when it's put back in place, all of the bars that come in make the column on sun. Previously, they were twisted and gnarled from probably being busted open. And they were repaired, but not with as an artisan. Repaired just to, like, work.
Okay.
When you open the front door, you have a torch, right?
Yes.
I've been waiting to do this for 2 sessions now.
Our one torch.
Fantastic.
Fantastic.
What's coming towards us?
I'm going to move this down. No, nothing's coming towards you. I'm just going to move so you can see. Inside this room, this first glance, I'm actually got to read fluff, everybody. Its once impressive entry hall was stripped of its decor. There's now what used to be marks for 2 rugs on the floor. There are sconces on the wall. One of them is missing. All the torches are burnt down to the handle. And a severed human arm lies in the middle of the room, still grasping a long sword.
Fantastic.
Does it look fresh?
No. There is a dried, bloody trail leading out of this room. Heading west. The door west out of the room. There's a door here.
Okay.
And there is a door here.
Right.
Nothing else is in the room. Oh, and the chandelier is still in place in this room. This is a fairly tall entryway, probably about 18 foot. Big archways, well made, but there is a lot of damage in this room.
Fight happened in here.
Yeah, like pillars got
There's a
chips
struggle.
of stone out of them, things like that. What would you like to
Holding
do?
the torch.
Who's, yeah, that's a good question. Who's holding the torch? And there is no torches in here. They're all burned down. They're gone.
So, I mean, if that's the case, then
Also makes sense for why they were saying bring torches. We're fucking out.
yeah, these okay.
Don't worry. Soon we will be on a different table for virtual tabletops.
So no. So even though Adriel has the double sight, she's not an asshole. So I have 5 torches in my backpack.
Okay. Would you like to put some torches in this room and light them?
I also have candles too.
I also have candles. You know what?
Oh, we do have
I'm just gonna
candles.
pull out my sword and light it on fire.
Boom. From the room, when you do that, the shadows creep away to the walls as the light starts to fill the room. Do you put any torches in the room to create light that stays? You can tell there were rugs on the floor very well now because it's lit, but the rugs are gone. You're guessing they're probably the ones rolled up in the carriage.
Yeah, I mean now we can we can take some torches and I'll just like light them with my flame tongue.
How
As we
many
put 'em-
torches do you want to put in the room?
Is that accurate? Where it looks like it's 6 sconces, but one of them's gone.
Yep. One is gone.
I mean,
Irony,
I
right?
have-
Sweet fucking irony.
right.
Yeah.
I have 5, and I don't need them. Do we just
Well, there
want
are
to use
more
my 5
rooms.
to
How
start?
many do you
I
wanna
know,
put
I
in?
know, but I'm.
Oh, there's more room. Maybe we should just put like 2 in here and then.
Do we want to put like 1 at the? Well, won't we? Do we want to do 3, 1 by each door?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
Yes. And I have candles too.
Okay. So
And
We all have candles because we found some.
hooded lanterns.
I will put some in here for you. Hold on.
3 torches in the foyer.
And nail the D to the front door. We're
All right, done.
officially in.
How many are you
yes,
putting
we
in
are
there?
the new owners.
How many do you want to put in here?
We're doing 3. We're doing 1 by each door. So 1 by the entranceway, and then 1 by these guys here.
Oh, okay.
Or you know, like 1 here, I guess. 1 here.
So 1 here
and
by the
then
door.
1 here. Yeah.
Right? And then where do you want the other one at?
Another 1 right here.
Okay.
By the door to the north, I
Done.
guess.
Where do you want the next one?
And then
By the other door?
I don't want the torches to be too close, so like the last one, like here.
So you're spreading it out. The whole room is filled with light.
Okay.
All right. The shadows stay away. It is lit in here. This is fairly well made. It does need repair, but it is very nice. Oh yeah, if the audience can't see, I put torches in the room here. Let me.
fun.
I'm an asshole, and I did not put on the map. Actually, I can actually take us to the large map. Here we go. With that, where do you want to go?
Well, I don't know. Unless you want to go straight to where the blood goes, but
We're gonna have to look through it anyway, right?
I also
say it again. Here we go.
We're going to have to go that way anyway.
we
Oh,
might
shit.
want to.
You want to
We
do
might
that
wanna
first?
Yeah, because what if we set up here and then I mean, if we set up here and it tries to attack us, but we use the sphere and it's undead, it'll have to force its way through there.
Can I poke the arm with the sword, with my staff?
Yeah, it is a longsword. It
So it's
has
just
the
like,
symbol of
stop it.
Kalamon on it. Let me see here. Oh, no. Yeah. Symbol of Kalamon on it. It's still grasping the sword. That's it. It's a dry blood trail. There's nothing else to it.
Shall we go explore this door to the west?
Yeah, let's take advantage of the light while we've got them.
All right, so we're going
Yeah.
west.
Did you hear that? Kelly
Yes.
said we've got advantage with the light. So
Wow. I'm not the GM, you guys.
All right, I'm going to move this to here. Inside this room, there's more of a blood trail, and there's a hallway that goes north and south, and it is dark in those rooms. And then there is an area, your light slightly peeks into it. I will move a touch of it so you can see, but not a lot. Unless you put a torch or light this room, it's hard to tell. The blood continues in. You can see a table, walls, but it is in shitty disrepair as well. Which way do you want to go? North, south, or into the room to the west? Which would also lead to the back door out.
Where does the blood go?
It goes into the hall, and there's a body in this hall.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's a body right here.
Yeah. There's a one-armed body. There is. It has been ferociously hacked with a hand axe
Brew, no bucket.
that remains buried in its head.
ooh, nice.
And I mean like split open and buried.
Ooh, that's Henrik.
Does it have anything on it saying it's Henrik, or are you just guessing? Aldrin?
I'm just guessing. I don't.
Okay.
I don't.
Do you
I
want
don't
to
know.
look over the body?
Yeah, let's look over the body. Yes.
As you start looking over the body, you notice that this person has the same red dragon symbol on its shoulder. And then underneath the flap, if you like pull back the armor piece, the leather has got the symbol of Ttrpgfamily on it. They're wearing normal leather armor. There's a little bit of like a black and brown tone to it.
This place is just lousy with Doombringers.
Okay. West, north, or south?
Rest of the back door, yeah.
Back
Go to
door?
the back door. Yeah, because then that way, if anything tries to come in that way, we can try and figure it out.
Redo the size of this, and I will move this out of the way as well.
And are you coming down the list too?
Inside what you believe to be a mess hall, there's also a small other room. It is empty. There's rudimentary kitchen. Looks like there's seating for about 10 people. All the chairs are tossed and thrown about, and the back door is barred on the inside. And the kitchen's what's on the south there. No bodies in here, nothing like that. Looks like this person didn't make it to the back door.
And it looked like from the outside, people were trying to board everything in.
Correct. So they
Okay.
barred the outside,
And now the inside.
and
is
the
barred.
inside was probably barred first, like defending it.
Okay.
Where would you like to go, north or south?
I mean, do we want to investigate anything before we keep going, or we just want to like take a look at all the rooms first and see if anything catches our eye with passive perceptions?
I'm using passive as we go through
okay.
right now.
All right.
That's why I asked
perfect.
earlier what they were.
Yeah. Okay.
So unless you decide you really want to search something like the body or something along those lines, if I need a roll, I'll say something. But otherwise, I'm just giving you passive. I'm giving you the look and lay of everything that's listed here.
All right.
We should keep going. I agree with. Yeah.
Yeah,
South or
let's-
north?
Something tells me south.
North will take us probably to the tower. No, let's go ahead and go south.
South. Who's leading?
Torch. Or the flaming sword, actually.
Yeah, I am with the flaming sword and the shield.
As you lead with the flaming sword, I'm going to move this out of the way. As the light spills into the room, this was obviously once barracks for the soldiers of Capwn that were here. 10 army-style cots line the walls, each with a storage box in front of it, like a footlocker. In the middle of the room is a
You
corpse
start laughing, so I'm worried.
of a tabard with the symbol of Ttrpgfamily on it and red scaled leather armor. When you get close, there are 3 arrows in the woman's chest. And large holes were stabbed deep within its eye sockets.
She's not seeing anything.
Are we holding the shields
I don't know. It's up to you.
that we found?
There's only 2 left. I will say, in the back corner, there looks to be a barricade of some form. Like someone was putting himself in place, positioning, watching the door.
So at this point, I don't know if it's gonna draw aggro or anything. I'm gonna I'm just gonna proudly display like on my cloak the little pins that we got from Capwn.
Okay. Oh, the
Showing
fact
that-
that you were part of the army.
Yes.
Because
Yes,
you
'cause
work
if
for the
there's-
council.
If there's any friendly ghosts, maybe they'll see that and go like, "Oh, wait, they're part of the capital."
When you do that, all of the foot lockers flip open from left to right across the room. Inside, on the back of each one of them, is the tabards of Capwn and like the dress clothes of soldiers of Capwn. Every one of them open when you do that.
Okay.
With that said, everybody currently is under the effect of the bless spell.
All right.
Oh,
I forgot what it does, but
wow.
that's cool.
Like, all right, soldiers.
Do you put any lights in either of the rooms that you've passed through or the hallway?
Should.
I have 2 torches left, so I can put one in the barracks. Do we want to take a look at the barricaded area first?
Okay.
Yes.
The back area, there are 4 heavy crossbows, each one of them empty, and 2 empty quivers that would have the bolts, the coral bolts in. The front of it has marks, and there are daggers stuck in it, arrows stuck in it as well. Behind it, you realize that the person who's dead in the middle of the room looks like they were the ones behind this. Can I get an investigation roll? And the only reason I say this is because there are pieces of like red leather, scuffs all over the back
Right.
of the table that's flipped up in here,
Okay.
and the box, the footlocker that's been moved over there, has like the crossbows leans against it, like where they would load them and like get ready.
Right.
15.
14.
Oh, I guess I'll do it too.
Sure, everyone's kind of looking through the room. It's totally fair. And then, are you putting a torch in here? That was my other question, because I'll move them.
Yes.
Yeah, probably
Yeah,
stick one here
well-
and then the
Turn
other
facing.
room.
So we're using my torches first. So I got 21.
Still listed.
Nice.
21.
Yeah.
The person looks like they stumbled out. Their shoe that they were wearing is still behind there. It looks like they were wounded and they'd taken it off. And the way the crossbow looks that is laying on the table, it looks like they lined it up and shot themselves 3 times. And their hands are covered in blood. But the palms of their hands have no blood in them for where they were holding the 2 knives buried in their face.
Ooh, okay. I share that with Velina and Aldern.
Where would you like the torch at in the room? There is no specific holder. I would say probably the foot lockers probably have a spot to slide a torch in so you can see in.
Like, or one of the bunks or something,
Sure.
maybe?
Yeah. Where would you like it in the room? Like back center here?
Yeah.
Okay. Back center here between the 2. It's on the wall. Perfect. Where would we like to go from there?
I'm not... I guess if we're going to put one in the kitchen, too, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Where would you like it in the
Somewhere.
kitchen? In the kitchen, in the mess hall, there is a area where a chandelier hung, but it is not there anymore.
Oh, they
I thought
probably
that might have
stripped
been
it.
the chandelier
It's probably
that's
in the carriage.
The carriage, yeah.
Yeah.
You could hang it next to the kitchen door here. There will probably be a hanger there to go in and out of the kitchen.
Yeah, let's do that.
All right. Those rooms are lit. Where would we like to go?
I'm not an expert on the afterlife, but I'm wondering if whatever is haunting this place made the Red Army people kill themselves.
As you
Or
move
some-
into the next
Yeah.
room. So you're going... Remember, there is a door here still, as a reminder.
Yeah,
You're going to go into this one above you, though, right? Right to the north down the hall?
I mean,
Or
we
should we
might
go
as-
to that door first? In the first section.
Up to you.
we can go to this one here. 'Cause
Okay.
I kind of like, as we're going through, I go back into the kitchen with the Kalamon badge just to see if anything crazy happens in there. If not, it's fine. It's just me testing stuff out.
This room is clawed, marked, and damaged more than anything else in the building. Like something tried to get in from outside. In the entrance hall. Not only is it clawed and torn, but the metal is all bent back into the walls. And the boards are buckling outwards towards you. This door is jammed shut. There is no picking it. You'd either have to destroy it, athletics to do so, or repair it. Which would take
This one right
time
here.
if we didn't have stream loot cards. Yeah, that one right there. You got it.
I have a crowbar.
You could try to just athletics it open and bust it.
I mean,
Though I am saying, like, from our east side, the metal is bent into the solid stone. Like, they bent it and shoved it into the stone trying to open this thing. Like prying a tin can from the outside. Just...
so I turn to Aldern, and if we have any more of that flux, we might as well use it, because technically we own the place now. We're
True.
going to have to repair it anyway, if we're
Fix a
successful.
flux.
You know what? I agree with you on that one, and it probably make it easier for us to get in. Flex, 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 flex.
So the
All
Kender
this
starts
flux
pouring
bay.
it. All the metal folds back in and makes the sun that is, again, the symbol of Kalamon. This door is a really nice wood. As it is folded in, the door just rocks inwards on its own. Like as soon as it finishes. And you hear it and unlock. And the lock repairs and it slides open. Inside this room, there is a single desk. It looks like it was designed for somebody to give orders from. The walls are lined in torn up, destroyed paper. It is filled with dozens of candles that are now piles of wax burned down to nothing, just melted. There are 3 oil lamps on the desk, all burned out, one of them destroyed. As well as that, every square inch of the floor space is taken up with torches that have been stuffed into the floorboards to create an entire area of light. Across the back wall, it says, "Do not let the fires go out." Smeared in blood.
So glad we came here to take this place over. This is very comforting.
Very homey.
In a regal but damaged-looking chair sits a corpse. Wearing red
Examine.
dragon armor,
Uh,
like the man outside. Withered in the face to nothing.
that's my school captain.
All right. Well, unless anyone stops me, I'm gonna go to the desk and see if he's got any papers.
Not gonna stop you.
There's no papers. Everything has been burned and used as a source of ignition for fire.
The drawers? Is there any
Everything that can
drawers?
be burned is burned.
Okay.
Drawers included. Like,
What
this
about-
desk is probably next.
What about the body? Is it
Body
all
is
burned up?
is intact. There is nothing on them at all. If you look over them, can I get a... Investigation would make the most sense for this person. If you're going to go look at him, give me an investigation.
I'll be standing outside the door, just kind of watching.
Can I get a spinach card? There's no spinach card.
Yeah. No. Like one of the
be
reasons I'm
amazing.
taking. One of the reasons I'm taking point is because right now I think I have the highest AC and I have the flame tongue. So
Fair. Good reason.
that's.
I don't see anything. I rolled a 12.
A 12. Okay.
Let's see.
So you're
I
looking
got
over
a-
it. It makes no sense. This person's dead as well.
got
All you notice is
17.
there are arrows stuck in the wall and arrows stuck in them.
I got a 17.
They were shot from the doorway by someone. There is a longbow and a quiver on the floor.
Examine the longbow and quiver. Maybe there's a symbol on it or like a make.
The person in the chair, I will say on inspection, is very, very easy to identify as a woman.
Okay. And so we have one woman in the barracks who
And there's a bow and quiver next to them.
apparently killed themselves. And we've got this woman in here.
Be surprised if the old man chopped his
Snipe.
arm off.
And there are 2 arrows stuck in the wall here when you turn around and look, like from the person's seated position while you're doing investigation.
I feel like something happened and these people turned against themselves or something.
Possibly.
This is
Well, I mean, what do we know of this place originally?
It was a
We
column
know
on
that-
fort 10 years ago.
Exactly. So it could be they were murdered here and their spirits stayed, and now they just completely sit there and fuck with.
And the
any
reason,
Red Army that comes
and the reason the marshal was saying to go here is because there had been sightings of the Red Army in this direction
yeah, so
Right.
and around this
finding-
fort.
you know,
That was over
unless-
2 weeks ago.
Unless the spirits could be on our side, they're definitely part of the Calamon army,
well,
ghosts or whatnot.
that's why I'm flashing my badge, like
Smarty pants.
trying to make a good impression on any neutral spirits who may be willing to help out their fellow countrymen.
Maybe.
Or it's a trap, I don't know. But
Do you want to open the other door?
does it look like is it also damaged and jammed up, or
There were pieces of wood, furniture in the way, but they have since been burned up. Easily could be opened into the room.
okay. Velina, you're the expert on B&E, I think. Should we use this door, or should we go into the hallway and walk around the other way?
It might be easier because if this is locked or broken somehow, I may just have to flux it up again.
All right.
Okay, so you go back around and go the other way?
Yeah, we'll go
right.
the long way around.
I will move it for you. So, with
we
that,
stick one of these torches in that room, or you think we're okay with that one?
would you like to light a light in that room?
I'm out of torches, so
Does anybody else have torches? There's nothing on site, short of like burning a chair, which means you'd have to make a torch.
I have candles.
Oh, we do have some candles.
You could light some candles if you'd like. You
Well,
want to light
hold
some
on,
candles
hold
on the
on,
table?
out of the 3 oil lamps, one of them was destroyed.
Mm-hmm.
I do have oil.
I was gonna say I also have oil. Do we just want to set up an oil lamp?
If
Yes,
you
let's do
have
that.
oil, you could fill one and light one.
Yes.
All right.
The shadows vanish from this room and push out. The eerie face of the woman, you can tell that she died in shock. You can also tell that their mouth is stretched open further than it should be, similar to the person who was dead inside the stable.
Okay.
I mean, it's open 3 times the distance a normal mouth should be. And the skin is stretched taut.
This is the body?
Yeah, it's in this chair here.
Yeah.
Oh, the one that's in the chair. Right?
Yep. And then the other one who is out in the stable is the same way, the one that is over here. So with that said, in this room, I'm assuming you're still taking the lead, so if you want to move yourself there, there is a circular staircase that seems to lead up into the tower. There is on the wall, before you go in, a sheet nailed to a wooden board. Let's see here. And other than that, this looks like it may have had crates and supplies in it, but they've all been destroyed and used as kindling to keep the office lit. And the door on the outside here is nailed shut.
Going into the office area. Okay.
So it
Correct. Like they nailed it from this side
trapped it in there.
and barred it from the other. Give me an investigation, unless you want to just head upstairs. I'm assuming you're kind of checking each room, but there's nothing else
Yeah.
passive that you would find.
At this point, yeah. We're trying to piece it together.
Okay.
Light some candles.
Freaking ghost stories.
Nothing.
I got a 17.
Nope. 9.
Looking around as you're getting, like, in this room, there's nothing of any importance. But
One.
as you get ready to kind of make your way towards the stairwell to go up under the stairs, you find more of the paperwork. The one that's nailed outside is blank. Like you would tear sheets away and write on it, tear sheets away and write on it.
Okay.
The ones that you find underneath contains months of daily logs of 2 times, guards posted, and signal. In the last entry, over 10 years ago, there is no time listed signal. I mean, months and months and months and months and months and months of paperwork. Like if you just emptied a filing cabinet underneath these. And it would say guards posted, and then it would say signal, like you're signing.
Is there one that says the last day?
10 years ago is the last time one was posted. If you take the time
Does
to look
it-
through them.
Does it say the name of the
Nope, no
guard
names.
posting?
No names on it at all.
I just don't want to start shouting out their names, at least the ones that we know of. But
What are we doing?
I can't believe I'm gonna embarrass myself like this in front of the two of you. I just kind of cough. I'm like, Cannon, report for duty, please. Just to see if anything happens.
Give me
I was gonna suggest-
give me a social roll of your choosing, if you're being intimidating or not, with a bane, because you cannot see them and you are speaking to something that technically isn't there.
Correct. So I'm gonna use persuasion because I don't want to intimidate ghosts and have them get mad at me.
Are
I'd
you
rather
both
try and-
outside the room, by the way, the other two of you? Or do you all move into the room with her?
We would have moved in.
All right, move yourselves in the room.
Yeah, I was gonna suggest taking the shields out earlier.
I got a
See if the
17 on
ghosts
the
take them.
die
17 on die.
for a 25.
25? Okay.
With a that was with disadvantage.
As you do that, you hear movement and sliding of something heavy. And you see the table from the mess hall slide into the hall, stand on end, and slide down the hall, blocking you from heading back into the hall. On the bottom of the table, there is an inscription that says, "Do not let the fires go out." Over and over and over and over and over again. At the very bottom, there is a snapped arrow that they probably used to carve it on this almost 15-foot long table that is now standing upright in the hall. Nobody answers, though. There's no
right.
verbal answer.
Okay. I'm like, well,
And the table drops. Boom.
They're telling us don't let the fires go out, especially if we're going up this way. Maybe that's important.
Thank you for the information, officer. I will try to ensure. I'm like, Adria looks like kind of embarrassed that she's doing this because this is not in her wheelhouse. She's just like, we
Nope.
will make sure. And I kind of salute with my flame tongue.
If you salute with the flame tongue, you would see the shield reappear for a minute across where you would guess the person's chest to be, and it disappears again. It's very translucent.
Okay.
Are you going upstairs?
Yes, I'm in it to win it. Even if I'm talking to ghosts and looking like a complete fool, I'm in it to win it. Let's go.
As you spiral all the way up this 3-story, 4-story tower, all of the windows are barred shut. As you're making your way up, you can hear other footsteps echoing inside of this tower. Some in front of you, some behind you. You hear the camaraderie of soldiers speaking to each other as you make your way up. As you get to the very top, there is a spot that a large brazier pan would go in, but it's just the arms of the brazier pan,
Okay.
but no brazier.
Saw the brazier downstairs in the carriage.
No. There was
No?
one inside the carriage that is
That we
now
turned
a
into a
sconce.
wall sconce.
Oh, that's where it went. So
No brazier stood here. There's clearly a spot for a sconce.
I don't think that's how that works.
All
but okay.
of the windows are closed. You could start knocking those out so you could see outside. They are nailed from the outside in.
So, I have. Ooh, I'm gonna turn to. I'm asking. Like, okay. I'm already making a fool out of myself by talking to ghosts.
Truth?
My cloak can make illusions.
Correct.
Do we want to try and make an illusion of the brazier, but it's lit? And see if that does anything? Or do we actually want to try and salvage something from the kitchen?
I mean, we are up here. I suggest just,
Might as well try it. Why
just
not?
try it.
I don't want them to think I'm deceiving them on, like, to hurt them, though.
Well, then talk to them again because they listen to you.
Oh. Mom and Dad would be so proud if they still talked to me.
I mean,
But they
just-
don't.
They don't, because you know what? They just think I'm a useless warlock who's never going to pass through her trials.
Factual statement.
I say, and like, I think that's like the first time either of you have heard me be like that bitter about my family.
Yep. The only person family-wise that you talk to is your cousin,
Yes.
who's friendly to you. You get along well.
Yeah, well, we're kind of in the same boat a
Right.
little bit, except her parents are nicer because they're white robes.
So are you going to try to use your robe to create...
I'm yes, but I can't believe I'm talking. I'm gonna say I'm letting them know what I'm doing. I'm like, soldiers, I'm going to create an illusion of fire to see what happens in the brazier, to see if it's worth risking our safety to make sure that this is lit.
Okay.
I'm not doing this to deceive you, which is
Okay.
why I'm telling you this
Okay.
up front.
Mm-hmm.
Apologies. And then I use the cloak to.
Where are the
create
other
illusion.
two? Are you downstairs or are you upstairs with her in this area? Are you all at the top?
Be up there with her.
Yes,
Yeah.
we're all at the top.
You're all at the top. That's what I wanted to do. All right. Give me a roll. Disadvantage.
For the persuasion or the. Okay.
For the persuasion.
So I've talked to horses. She's talked to ghosts. Who are you going to talk to?
Right?
Old
Big
people.
Bad.
Old people. That is her. That is
Okay.
her skill.
So,
The gray
If
hair
I-
whisperer.
if I spend a +2 charisma card, I get an 18 with my disadvantage.
Okay.
Otherwise, we could try and do a social reroll, but then I'm gonna have to roll twice again anyway.
I would remind you, someone could try to aid you with this, but no one seems to be willing to.
No, I know. So right now
They're all like, "You
like,
got
I
this."
just want to say, I just want to say, I rolled an 8, and if I spend a card, I get an 18. My persuasion.
I can aid if you
Would you like to re-roll? Do you want to use a social card?
I think now would be the time to use a social card. Okay, hold on.
We have 3 of them.
Yeah. And then I think, okay, so here we go. So, like, as I say that, and I kind of get, like, crickets, I turn to Velina and I'm like, you worked with the marshal. Maybe you know how to help me talk to them? I'm just a mage.
I would like a straight intelligence roll from Velina. Also,
What
for
does
those who have
blessed-
not seen her new red cloak, who missed the show, that is her red cloak. For those who have not seen it yet,
What does bless do?
+1 to attack or saving.
yep.
Okay. So I have a 16 intelligence.
If you remember, if you focus on your gauntlet, it can hear the dead. Would you like to try to do that?
Hello?
Would you like to phone a friend?
By doing that, I will let her have advantage because there's no way you could do it otherwise because they're not in contact with you. If you would like to do that, I will take away the disadvantage.
Okay. I'll focus on it on
All right.
blood.
You start hearing voices. The same one that screamed at you, you now hear. What do you get for your roll, Kelly, with the reroll without the disadvantage?
Okay. That's another 16, so if I spend the card, it's going to be an 18.
18. There is a silence in the room,
I mean,
and
I'm
then a
trying.
rattling noise, and then one at a time you hear tink, 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 and it's distant from you. As boards start falling off the windows, Velina, you need to make me a wisdom saving throw unless you are accepting of the creature trying to possess you.
Oh no. Wisdom saving throw.
I will spend 15 Takesis points to give you disadvantage.
She's gonna
But
murder
you
me.
do get the plus.
You do get the bless bonus.
Okay.
Night, Lemmy! We're wrapping up here in a minute.
Good night, Lemon.
Good night, Lemon. So
night,
disadvantage,
Lemon.
yeah?
What's that?
Disadvantage, yeah.
You said disadvantage, right?
Disadvantage, yes.
It was like 22. So 2. So you take over me.
You
Okay.
hear the voice of Mahala. Is it Mahala? Mahali?
Yeah, Mahal.
Say,
Mahalia?
trust me. And you feel their hands on your shoulders. And your gauntlet says, trust them.
Okay.
Do you fail your save, right? What'd you say you got?
So technically 2, 3, 4.
Oh yeah, no, you fucking fail. Her face overextends. Her mouth drops down lower than it should.
Mine?
Yep. And the sound of another person's voice comes out of her like a megaphone. And you hear the voice of a woman say, "You must light the brazier. The signal must be lit. If it is not, you will die. We cannot stay a bay much longer." And then
All
you
right.
take 22 points of necrotic damage as it leaves your body. I don't have a way around it. It's just what it does.
It's fine. 22.
22 necrotic.
All right.
36.
How much?
36.
Thank you.
Aldrin, you heard the lady. Let's get a brazier lit.
If you click, Diana, by the way, to make your math
Yeah.
easier, just so you know, if
Yeah.
you click your token and it pops up those boxes, you see the red one? If you click it and hit minus and the number I say, it does the math for you. Stop using the green.
Monster just goes.
I didn't use green.
Oh, that's
put it in
that's
the
that's
red.
hers. Oh yeah, you did it. So first off, you were at how many points before you took the damage?
She was at full.
58.
So how many? 58. So if you type 58 in, see how I put 58 in there? Now do the minus.
Oh Oh, minus in the red?
Yeah, click the box next to the red, hit minus in the damage, and hit enter. And it just does the math for you.
Right, with the big blood. Oh, my blood is all over the map.
Yeah, it happens.
It happens.
It happens.
Okay.
The wrinkles in your eyes move further back. Your mouth moves a little more from being your mouth overstretched. But the windows are all open up here.
So
You know that you need to light this.
we heard the possessed woman. Let's get this lit.
We don't have a brazier anymore.
There's no brazier.
Then let's kit bash something from the kitchen.
All right, so are we going to the
table.
kitchen?
The giant table.
The giant table would be wood, but you need something to contain it all to light it. You're not going
Right,
to just
so
put
I-
it in the floor and light it. This shit's going to
No,
be
no,
real
that's what I
hot.
mean. Like,
giant
let's.
bowl.
Yeah, that's what I'm
we'll
saying.
go
Let's
downstairs.
kit bash something from the kitchen to make a brazier, and then we'll use the wood as the fuel.
Okay, so you go to the kitchen and start searching. Within this, you do find a ginormous cast iron stock pot.
Right.
It is
That'll
made for
work.
cooking for 10 soldiers.
I'll grab it.
All
Let's
right,
do it.
your old ass hikes it up the stairs.
Well, I'm gonna help, obviously.
Yeah, we all go to the same gym, Frankhouse.
We all
We're
go to
good.
the same gym.
Right,
That's
but
how we
one of you
met.
still can lift, bro. So as you carry it upstairs, set it down, makeshift it in there, you kind of like push the metal tongs in. Somebody here needs to give me a craft check at disadvantage.
Craft? We don't have craft. What
You know,
level
God,
do
I
you
bet you wish your retainer was here right now.
Well, she's too busy being possessed, so that's what Kelly knows.
Could we do a survival?
No. It's not about making the fire, it's about making the device that holds it.
Oh, I
want?
got
We
you.
don't have craft, though.
Then it's a roll with just the stat. There are. You better hope you have tools, because that's what the disadvantage is from. If you had tools, there wouldn't be a disadvantage. But you'd have to have metal smithing tools.
I just don't have craft at all, like, in our thing.
No, because it would be proficiency with the tool.
Proficiency
set,
with the tool.
which
You don't have
I don't
the
think any of
tool.
us
We
have.
don't have
So it's a
those.
disadvantage.
Okay, well, we're gonna try.
So you're using like a mallet you found somewhere. You're heating it with your fiery sword.
I'm giving you a little bit of guidance while you're doing that.
Okay.
Alden.
All right. It is an intellect or strength, whatever one you would like to use for this, either smartness or sheer
forcing it.
brute forcing it. You
I
could
can
use whichever
use
stat
too.
for this roll.
It's...
And you do not get your
hammer.
proficiency bonus because you do not have a kit.
Nope.
I have a hammer.
Hammer is
No.
helping, but it's not enough to get rid of it.
With the help that gives us a 13.
Do you want the +2 to a roll?
Which takes it to a 15.
Okay, so I'll get you a
we
+2 to the roll from KJ because she has a ton of them in here.
Yep.
Do we have anything else in here that you could use? You're not repairing something, so you can't. You could use an assassination attempt to get rid of one of the people in the room.
No.
No, I mean, I was gonna say I could use
You have a spells.
I never fail, only succeed.
You could do that to reroll. I'd be more than willing to let you reroll that.
Oh, see, that's...
And you'd still get the +2. That doesn't go away.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and I'll click that.
Okay. Ooh, we got another heavy metal card tonight from Trickster. Thanks,
Oh
Trickster.
my god, I rolled the exact 2 numbers on the exact same dice again. Holy crap balls.
So what's your
what are
total?
you at?
15?
Still at a 15.
Did you re-roll the stuff from the spell?
So,
You-
so guess
The
what?
same D4.
Same D4.
Yeah.
So guess what?
Oh
15.
wait, same D4. Hold on. 18.
18 is enough. 15 was not. You need a 16 or higher.
Oh,
As you bend it in place and you get the prongs from the brazier underneath the lip of that cast iron cooking thing, you're gonna hook it in place. You start stacking it with wood from the table downstairs, and you ignite it. Now I can't wait to tell you what would happen if you did this wrong.
can't wait to hear it.
I'll be dead.
The tower that is now open has no roof. It's just open sky. There is a single piece over top of the brazier to stop rain from hitting it. But the fire is made to be big enough that you could see it from the river to the north. The river is large. It goes out into the Sound, and it goes out from there into the ocean. When the fire ignites, one by one, you see 3 soldiers kneel around the brazier. Each one of them that blue and red. As they lean in, letting the fire absorb into their chest cavity and exit out of their eyes and mouth. Do you stay in the room? As a group?
So the ghosts are
curious.
breathing in the fire.
They're like leaning over it with their chest cavities.
I feel like we can breathe it out. That's supposed
I mean,
to be
where are we
big.
gonna run? I mean,
You can
we're
go
gonna
downstairs if you did not want to be here, but that means you will not witness what's going on.
Yeah, no,
I will
wanna
bear
see.
witness.
Yeah, me too.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, you all stay.
Group secret council wants to know the secrets.
Okay. Hey, fair. With that said, the watchtower burst into fire from wall to wall.
Okay.
The fire turns to a bright blue like the Kalaman sun. Their spirits leave with the fire. Each one of you who are in the area must make me either a dexterity save or a constitution save to not be consumed by the fire.
So, hold on a second. Oh god, there's so many cards.
There is.
I rolled a 19.
Lineage,
So I have a 24.
Namajor. So I will roll my, what was it, dexterity or constitution?
Dex or con, your choice. You're either dodging
Okay.
it or soaking it.
I'm gonna roll constitution, and this is why.
Okay?
Okay, so first of all, I got a 16, which probably isn't good enough, but what I was going to do is I want to cast Absorb Elements while playing a blue Namajor Lineage card.
I need a d6 from you and a d10 from the audience.
My d6 is a 4.
Okay? And when we get the d10 from the audience, as the fire explodes and you,
And-
I'm assuming, put your
am I-
robe up.
Yeah. I was gonna say, am I able to get a spell off at all or no?
Yeah, as you see this happening, there's definitely 6 seconds in which you could cast.
Okay. Yeah, sure. Just kind of like reach. I just got a little pour some potion on me.
Okay.
I'm gonna get advantage to my deck save.
All right.
I am-
Perfect.
I'm
Smart.
Enhancing ability.
You can. It was a 4 from you and a 5 from them.
Yes.
4 from you, and you use the blue card, right?
I use the blue card.
Okay.
And I'll click it off right now.
So if you use the blue card, a 4 means that you can empower or maximize any spell of 5th level or lower.
I don't really know how it would work with Absorb Elements, because that's what I cast.
I think Absorb Elements is resistance half, right?
Grants me resistance half, yes.
Yeah, it wouldn't really do any of that, unfortunately.
Okay.
But it would increase the duration if there's a duration time, because it would cast it as a 5th level. It'd be like you using a 5th level spell to cast it, if there's any advancement for it.
Wait.
Okay, so I gain resistance to the triggering damage type until the start of my next turn. Also, the first time I hit with a melee attack on my next turn, the target takes an extra d6 damage of the triggering type and the spell ends.
Okay.
So I just get resistance to fire,
Okay.
and then if I attack somebody, then I get to do an extra 5d6
Okay.
worth of fire damage
Perfect.
next round. So in
gotta-
case some baddie pops
So-
up in the fire.
You got resistant. What was your save? And
My save was a 16.
okay, and then
I got a 22.
22, and then Valina.
24. I can also throw you the clock. You can have resistance to the elements.
If you wanted
I'm
to
just-
pull the clock out, she's already got it. Resistance.
I've got a spell. Yeah, I've already
When the
got
fire
it.
consumes the area and you are all standing there bearing witness, with your saves that you have, you take no damage. But each of you, as the fire recedes back into the brazier, blowing into the sky, separating the sky itself, each one of you are blessed by the soldiers of Kalaman. The mournful cries turn into tears of joy. And I will tell you the rest off air for the Secret Council.
Okay.
As the camera pans back for the rest of the audience and the fire is blowing into the sky, Surrounding the area in the waters below are tons of black shadows of draconian statues out in the river to the north. The soldiers that are outside the wall are currently fighting for their lives as the night sky turns into a bright, sunlit blue. With that said, because you were successful, all the draconians that are outside turn to stone.
Yes.
Same as the ones in the riverbed.
Wow.
Everybody now gets the stronghold. And there's a fun thing that we're going to be talking about here at the end of the show. But I'll tell the audience as well, because we've had so many amazing people giving cards, like I do halfway through almost every season we've had, I've made ways to stack cards. If you notice at the bottom of the cards, there's a number. And the entire season, the group has thought that those were Takesis points. They're not. Takesis points is based on the rarity of the card. That is how it works for me. Those numbers at the bottom are build points so they can upgrade to their stronghold. So at any point in time, they can get rid of cards and take the build points to upgrade their structure. Time will still be needed, but with that said, we're going to have a little bit of passage of time coming up here pretty soon. Does anybody have anything going on this week before we go into the Dragonlance Minute for the end of the show?
We're putting that sconce up on that missing one downstairs.
That's right.
Welcome to the keep, bitches. You better pay.
You just gotta say hello. You just gotta be friendly.
That's it. You're
saying.
not friendly, it'll be twice as not as fun.
Anything going on with anybody?
I think Ladies of Lake, I have season finale on Friday.
Yep, yeah, the
Season finale?
Yes,
Season
of
finale.
Ladies of Lake on Femme
When do I get
Party
to show
channel
up and
Twitch.
play the demon that kills all of you?
Maybe season 3. I don't know.
Damn, I
Yeah,
thought
because
that
this was
Doesn't
season
sound like the ending for
finale.
season 2.
Anyway, come watch 6 p.m. Pacific time.
And that's gonna be on the Femme Gamer Party. It used to be Ladies of D&D, but it's Femme Gamer Party
Yes.
now.
Yeah.
Adam, you got anything going on? Are you gonna be there as well? Are you a secret member?
No secret member this
Right,
week.
just us
I got to
ladies.
hang out with as Megan's twin brother a couple weeks ago as a break dancer and muscle sorcerer. I flexed my way to making spells, which was awesome.
Champion's character called Muscle Sorcerer. Adriel, you got any shows coming up? Is there any thirsty sword thirstiness? Or is that just
will
here
be-
on this show now when asking undead questions?
No, so that will be on May 21st. But I do want to point out, Vaylina is now technically a silver dragon. So
Fact. Well, with that, wave bye everybody as we go into the close of the show.
Bye,
Bye,
everyone.
everyone.
See you next month.
Friends,
Yeah.
Good night.
Next week.
Well, everybody, for the end of the show, this is pretty awesome. You won't be able to hear them scream in the background, which is a shame. I really wish you could. As the light spreads out and cast over the countryside, outside of the Capwn castle, you can see the Red Dragon army 10 miles away, setting up in the forest. The light has given them an advance notice so that when we get into combat, they're going to get some bonuses if the war comes to Capwn. But most important, to the far south, outside of the workshop, Liam shows up outside the door, waiting to talk to Tuesday. If you don't know who Liam is, he's a gigantic, ancient silver dragon. And I'm super excited to see how this goes. Thank you for joining us for the show tonight for Dragonlance, A Song of Lance and Fire. If you're watching this on YouTube later, down below, I would like to know when, if any, in your campaign has someone been aged 20 years? Or if anyone's ever lost 40 years of their life and made them a child again. You know, Benjamin Button style. Over on this side, there's going to be videos to watch. It's going to be the best thing for you. And on this one, it's going to be to subscribe. Thank you for joining us and play some games, everybody. If you haven't checked out Dragonbane, I highly recommend it. And I did say Dragonbane.